What is up, yo? Welcome back to another episode of The Rewind. Yes, we are live, so get your breakfast ready and enjoy the show. Let's go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What is up, people? We are back. I know we had 2 weeks where we did videos, and you guys didn't watch them. So we're back to do another live. I got my homeboy Bryon the Grizzly in the house with us. Bryon, what's up, brother?
What's up? Yeah, you guys didn't watch them. That's okay though. As long as we're live, the part of the whole appeal is doing it, live and talking to you guys and having the comments. But yeah, we gotta have some video watching too.
You know what I'm saying? Like Collector Movie Man sending messages. Oh, you guys going live or is it pre-recorded? Pre-recorded, and then I don't see him in the comments. So yeah, here, this is for you, Collector, because I still ain't forget about you calling me out on your Star Wars video. All right, this is war between us, brother.
It was funny. I don't care.
He said, "Hey, Bryon and Nzo, how you doing this morning? I enjoyed Sir Punch of Mandalorian and Grogu, but yeah, it definitely felt like an expansion of a TV show, but there were some fun moments. We definitely going to get into that. We got some topics on the Mando, so we'll get into that. I will say I do like it better than Rise of Skywalker or Last Jedi. I don't know about that one.
I would. No, 100% no. You're 100% right, because F the Rise of Skywalker and Last Jedi. F them. F they did defend. I am 100% with that. But guess what? This was not made for us. This was not made for us, and we'll get to that. We'll get into it.
Spoiler Kings, will the Mandalorian Grogu save Star Wars? No, it is the film a nice turn your brain off to see with the kids like Mario Galaxy, yeah, as the next chapter of the Mandalorian. Wake and break, this is not the way. Does the film work? No. As a film, it is presented as a factory reset for the character, so nothing that happened with the previous 3 seasons of The Mandalorian has any relevance. Absolutely.
Everything you're saying is fire.
Whatsoever. It's a glorified TV episode with a bigger budget, while also an order of pie with no filling. It'll sell merchandise, but that's about it. I'm more invested in seeing Ahsoka season 2, Shadow Lord season 2, and Starfighter film than any future Mandalorian projects, as the series went off course in season 3 and stayed lost even at the theater. Star Wars was a theatrical franchise, has a marketing problem and identity problem. Yeah.
Is this not what I said yesterday though? That's exactly what I was talking about. And it's going to make money. That's the worst part, is it's going to make money. Everyone's going to be pissed off, and you're going to be sitting here like, why did this make, like, it's going to be the lowest volume of Star Wars, like maybe the third lowest of Star Wars, and still make $500 million. And people are going to be like, how the hell did this make $500 million?
See, I don't think it makes that much, but we will definitely see. Definitely, we're going to get into that because it's a part of the topic. He said, what's up, Fernando's? Rolling my morning spliff. This is the way. Absolutely, 100%. Very pumped about the news about the third Mario Brothers already in production. Danny said, let's go. What up, Danny? What's up, brother? How you doing? But the upcoming Star Wars projects that I'm excited for are Ahsoka Season 2, Maul Shadow Lord Season 2, Star Wars Starfighter. I got a lot to say about that. Because
I know you're down on Starfighter not being good, but I agree with your overall point.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think Starfighter is going to be that good. And if Star Wars flops, if Starfighter flops and this one flops, Star Wars in trouble. We'll get into all that. Very bummed to hear Scary Movie is getting horrible reviews. Don't be bummed about that. I don't think
It
any.
doesn't matter. Like, what spoof movie of scary movie is going to be like? This is a great thing by the critics. Not one critic is going to say this is good.
100%. 100%. And I said, this is the first time I ever wanted to walk out of a Star Wars movie. They really need to do better. This franchise is beloved to be this uneventful. Let someone who really knows the lore can to take over and do it correctly. This is a shame. I don't care what Rotten Tomato says. It's not going to be a success, and even worse than the previous trilogy. Come on, Disney, do better.
I don't think it's worse than the previous. I think the we'll get into it because the anger that I have for the sequels is immense. Like, you know how some people hate prequels for just irrational. I rationally hate the sequels, and I can explain exactly why.
I can't wait to get into that because I hate the sequels too. But we'll get into it. We'll get into it. Don't worry. Don't worry. I think Star Wars Starfighter will be good because they have Matt Smith playing the bad guy, and you got Amy Adams, Aaron Pierre, and Ryan Gosling. You know what? Doesn't matter who you put in it, Collector. If the story is not good, it's just not good. And I have a problem with that. Go ahead.
Well, I say episode 2. I don't. We talked about this last night. I really don't like episode 2. Really don't. I think it's crap. And they have superstars, some of the best actors that we've ever had in that movie, and it's still horrible. So it depends on how the writers go. It really depends on if you understand lore, if you're going to put it the right foot forward. So I don't know if that matters as much.
Absolutely. What
What
up,
up,
Lawrence?
Lawrence?
What's up? Yeah, I heard that Tom Cruise helped the actors do a lightsaber battle underwater. Rain, go away. Absolutely. Sorry, Anzo. I love the live stream with you guys. Yeah, no worries. No worries, Collector. Hello. He said
Serenity.
Serenity, that's it, thank you. Was the best adaptation of a TV show to movie. Mando Grogu felt like a long TV episode. Cool scenes, but was okay. The movie was just fine. 7 out of 10 for me. Bam, you guys giving it high marks. I tell
I
you what,
told you
I
it was
give it.
fine. It was just
What
fine.
the, yeah, but but
I
that's
also have kids, and
that's
there's
yeah that
things
but
changed
not,
my opinion because of that.
no, I get you, but that's Lawrence. Who cares what Lawrence says? You know what I'm saying?
Look
We
fat,
already know,
Lawrence.
yeah, we already know Lawrence is not correct on this.
Why are you hating on Lawrence? Man, I agree with Lawrence most of the time, honestly.
Gonna buy the Scary Movie popcorn bucket for a new bong. I'm buying it too, Eli. I am buying it too, 100%. That's the one popcorn bucket I'm buying. What's up, Anique Jones? How you doing? Hey, Anzo, what did you think about the Mortal Kombat 2 movie? Yeah, it was trash. But you guys already knew that, okay? You guys already knew I was gonna say that, right? Darth Kaka's in the house. You already knew that.
Him saying it's trash is the most unremarkable thing that we're going to have this entire episode.
I like the first sequel movie, but the last two and the second is when they went in the wrong direction. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where was the
I
meat
agree
and
with
potato?
Lawrence a lot. This is another thing I agree. I don't mind when they start off, when they had them, they introduced Finn and introduced everybody. I appreciated that. I think they just decided to go the wrong direction. Like, they had a plan and they changed the direction for people that are incels, and that pisses me off more than anything. And then the idea of what they did to Finn. I'll go through all the characters they screwed over. Really, they screwed over all type of in a entire galaxy where there's only like 7 black people. To screw over 3 of them really pisses me off.
100%. Where was the meat potatoes of this story? What were the stakes? There were
There
none.
was none.
Force Awakens was good. It was not.
It was fine. It was just fine. It was a
Here's
good
Danny.
introduction going forward.
Here's
That's what
Danny.
it was. It was a
Here's
good
that.
introduction. They could have done anything from Force Awakens could have ended up being really good. If they introduced Finn as someone who's going to end up having Force sensitivity, that would have been fire. The problem with Force Awakens was the shit that came afterwards. Was not Force Awakens itself. Force Awakens was a very introductory movie. This is what this. We're going to introduce these characters. We're going to give you this thing. And if they would have went forward, and Finn learned how to become a Jedi, and then Rey and Finn had maybe a love triangle thing, whatever. That's fine. And that Finn ended up being something more than a trash garbage man. That would have been something I've been fine with. I think it would have been real good going forward, and you would have actually brought more people into the franchise. People would have been like, Star Wars is not just full of just, if you're not a heterosexual white male, then you actually could be in part of this universe too. This I think they didn't do that, and even turned me off even more. And then the people hating on Rey, I want to not hate on them, hate on her, but then they make her so stupid. And that made me mad. It had nothing to do with her being female. Just they wrote her bad, and they made the story bad. And that really makes me mad because I thought Daisy could have been something that brought more people to the table. You could have had more black people into the table of Star Wars. You could have had women who really enjoy Star Wars to the table. They had stuff. They should. It's like they try to outthink themselves. She should have been Obi-Wan's daughter. Like, that's what she should have been.
I
like,
won't.
oh, no one else. That don't make any sense. Let's go ahead and somehow the fucking emperor comes back. Fuck you.
I will not call a movie that was a copy and paste of A New Hope good. I just can't do it, right? They did so much things that you could have went with. You could have created some new stuff, but no. You felt like copy and pasting the same movie that George Lucas did because you thought you could do it better. And guess what? You couldn't do it better because when you made fucking Finn a janitor, you ruined his whole arc in that one fucking line. There is no absolute reason for there to be janitors in the Star Wars universe.
I will tell you this though. I will say this: if they would have made Finn into an epic person from there, and said that it was always in him, it was the universe that tried to hold him down, but you were more than what they tried to make you. They could have said things that could have changed all of it. So I have less. The Force Awakens, I agree, is very much like New Hope. Very much. I don't even like calling New Hope. I feel like I like call it Star Wars because that's the damn movie. But I have no problem with that because if you would have did it right, you could have then gone on a different arc. The problem is that the arc they did was crap. That was the real problem. And if they didn't do that, I think I could have gotten down with more Star Wars, more of the sequels myself.
Bryon, take over for a second. I gotta turn off this fire alarm for some reason.
Gotcha.
Okay, never mind. It stopped. So here's the thing, right? I agree with you. You could have made his arc better. But for me, again, I will say this and I will say this, there is no reason for any. If you would have just made him a stormtrooper that maybe wasn't great at battle or whatever, it's fine. But the minute you made him a janitor, you did this stereotypical, and there's robots. You see in return and the Last Jedi, the next one, there's a robot fucking ironing their clothes. So why the fuck do you need a janitor when you got droids to go and do this shit, right? You see droids cleaning up messes all the time. So why do you make a fucking stormtrooper? Sorry for cursing, but
no, I agree. I don't think anything you're saying is wrong. Nothing at all what you're saying is wrong at all.
And here comes Danny with the Anzo, the Batman better than man. You just want me to, like, oh, he's gonna pick all the movies that I don't like and ask me if they're better than Mando and Grogu. No, Danny, they are all on the same level.
Well, they're all the same level.
Yes. That's where I'm sticking with. I know what you're trying to do, and it's not gonna work, bro. 7.5 is a C. Yeah,
that's
this
movie is a C.
This movie gets an F for me. What the fuck? Hold on, Bryon.
He's over there. You guys, what you don't know is Anzo. He's smoking. His stuff is right next to the alarm. That's what's happening. Elihu says Mortal Kombat 2 could have been better without Carl Urban. Name recognition got billing, but Johnny fucking Cage was not needed to advance the plot. And it's funny because I had the same argument with Tank and Brandman, and I agree. I didn't like Carl Urban as Johnny Cage. I thought that it was a waste, honestly.
75%. Yeah, 75% is a good score for this movie. This is not a 75% movie.
I think it's fine because if you know what it is, if you know, once again, as a grown man, you might not like a lot of the stuff. Boba Freak was Boba Freak was kind of sucked. The,
100%.
the animation kind of sucked a little bit. Grogu sometimes looked stupid. Sometimes it
Hmm.
just looked bad. Um,
Hmm.
but for kids, it involves them and brings them to a world that could die off if they're only worried about us. If they're only worried about people between the ages of 38 and 55, guess what's going to happen?
Yeah,
Star Wars
100%.
will die.
We talked about that last night where I said it too because grown men sitting there crying about these movies, it's just they're not for us, right? They're not even for, like Brian said, the old Star Wars fans, right? The ones who grew up
Even with
in the
the
70s.
freaking, it's not even for the people that came out with the prequels. It's
Right.
it's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
even
Yeah,
for
yeah, yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah, 100%. It's the same thing with Marvel, right? And I said this last night. Even with Marvel, Marvel will put stuff in their movies so that we can, like, oh, look, something reference to the comic book, something reference that we know. But the reason why these stories are not even close to the comic books is because they're not made for us, right? You have the original Secret War comic book, which I think is fire, right? But that's not the Secret War that they're going for. They're going for they're taking hints from the later Secret War comics because the younger generation know that one more than they know the ones we grew
The
up
younger
on,
generation
right?
doesn't know that one either. But honestly, I think storyline wise, and if I want to be inclusion and have black people in it, you can't go with the original Secret Wars timeline. You can't.
There are no black people in that one.
No, there isn't. There's
Shit, you're right.
like there's no T'Challa. There's no story. There's no black people in it. Like if you really want to talk about one of them, you need to go to the second one. It's a better overall for, especially the way this Marvel has gone. They're going with it, so you can't go with that first one. Just can't.
Skippy comment about sonority. I read your comment, boy. What are you talking about? Okay, what did you think of the Batman? You already know what I thought about the Batman. We're not even going to talk about that now. You guys want to trigger me this early morning on a Saturday, right? 2 weeks off, no stream with us. 2 weeks, and the first thing you want to do is bring up the damn
Oh,
Batman.
you know the Black Panther's coming, right? So
So what if Amy Adams is in Starfighter? Since when did she make anything better? She was trash as Lois Lane.
ooh, shots fired.
My issue with the sequel trilogy is the writing. The story for all three films was trash, and the new characters and returning characters were wasted. Absolutely,
What they
100%.
did, bro, what they did to all the returning characters was almost criminal.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And people want, regardless of what you want to say, when you go see Star Wars, Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, Princess Leia. That's what people wanted to see, right? And then you add the new characters in, you weave them in so that people enjoy the new characters too, and then you move on with them in the second and third movie. You didn't have to, make them dedicated for the whole trilogy, but at least the first movie should have been dedicated to the trio.
The fact that we had not one scene with all three of them there was
Yeah,
criminal. And you want to know
absolutely.
what? When I gave up on Star Wars, like I really gave up on the entire the whole, sequel, is when Luke Skywalker got his lightsaber and threw it
And
over his
through it.
shoulder. I was livid. Like
Yeah,
what
yeah.
the fuck are we doing now,
Yeah,
guys?
me
What
too.
is happening?
Yeah, me too. Me too. 100%. Like, what are we doing here? Daisy's been in a lot of bad movies. Absolutely.
Yes, man.
John picks better movies.
Usually,
Did you guys hear about the outline that the sequel trilogy was supposed to be by George Lucas? It sounded way better than the garbage we got from Disney for the sequel. You know what? I
100%.
have it did sound better, but I have a feeling a lot of people weren't gonna like it either. With the wills and everything that he had planned to do with that.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think a lot of people wouldn't have liked it either. But what Disney should have did is took the outlines and switched it up a bit. That way, you at least make something different than what came before, because that's what George Lucas always tried to do. He always tried to make each trilogy feel different than the other one, right? That's what you should have did. You could have taken the best parts of what George Lucas had and added to it. But no, you just wanted to make your own shit, and I don't like
I
that.
think George Lucas is a much better producer than he is a director,
Oh
and
yeah, 100%.
anything he produces usually has quality in it, and you just
Yeah,
have to
yeah,
pick and choose a great director who can highlight those things.
absolutely. Ray went from a Kenobi to a Palpatine to a Skywalker. Pick one. Yeah, exactly.
That's
Here we
funny.
go. I knew Danny would get on you sooner or later. Brian, man, don't know. Nobody care about Finn and Ray. Man, don't waste your emotional energy on that crap. Focus on more important stuff.
Look, I can still be upset about it. Doesn't mean this is why I don't like it. I can still say what should have happened would have been good. And I said the same thing to a lot. I've said over and over again. I'm not going to stay away from what I'm saying. I'm not going to go away from it. I told the same thing to John Boyega when we were up there in C2E2 2 years ago. I said the same thing. He was like, "Yeah, that's what they were going to do. Everything was good, but then people didn't understand and don't like." As much as we think we're a culture that's gone further on, people still don't like black and white people together, which is
Yeah, yeah.
crazy. It's like, you still see that racism, which is fucking nuts. Like, that's just the truth. And people, they were hesitant to let this happen in Star Wars. They didn't have black characters for forever. So they were really hesitant of doing that, and that's what thing would really change their mind. So I think that's something I will never let it go, because I don't think that they should get a pass for it.
Dave is gonna expand the Clone War era. Yeah, unfortunately, that's gonna be a problem because they're gonna make mistakes. They're gonna ruin continuity, and I don't like it. I still haven't seen a whole movie of the Batman yet. Yeah, and you don't want to. Stay
It's
away
okay
from
because
that
there's
movie.
three
Stay.
endings.
No,
It
no.
ends
Stay.
and then it ends again, and then it ends again, and two of the three endings don't even matter. So
Eyes only. I wish I could say I never seen that freaking movie. Trust me on that one. Said
hey guys,
Anzo.
but
It
eyes
pays
only.
homage.
Anzo still doesn't like a penguin, so I mean it's hard to even listen to him. I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah.
saying.
Penguin's trash. We're not even doing that.
He doesn't even know.
Ooh, Fernando said, "Sorry, Brian, but I love Star Wars more than you love Black Panther. Star Wars is not supposed to be just fine. It is supposed to be epic. Mando film was not epic." Ooh,
No.
that's fighting words. He likes Star Wars more than you like Black Panther.
Hey, I can't gauge his love. So, if your love is real, hey, I'm not gonna go on someone else's wedding and someone else's marriage and say you don't love yours more than I love mine. I'm just not going to. So, hey, maybe you do. So maybe it is. But I agree, it wasn't epic. I think I said those exact lines last night. It just wasn't epic.
Finn should have became a Jedi. You were absolutely
Yes.
correct. Didn't Finn run from a fight? He wasn't a soldier. He soldier that was scared. Let him sweep some floors or dig some ditches. No, Danny. You see, this is what police officers do, right? They stereotype black men into being mopping floors and digging ditches. That's what
Did
cops
he not
do.
know what a lightsaber was and picked up the lightsaber and still tried to go against a Sith Lord without
Hmm.
knowing anything, just because hey, I'm gonna be a badass and I'm gonna do this. Can you
Yeah, but
imagine if you
again,
went from there?
yeah, but yeah, again, I still have a problem with that scene because all Kylo had to do was use the Force and take the lightsaber out of his hand. It's over. You know what
Oh,
I mean?
look, no, because the wheel, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. His will was stronger than the Force, right? A stormtrooper to Jedi was right there. Storyline was right there.
It
Yeah, and
was.
they could have worked on that instead of making him a damn janitor. Mando and Grogu 6 out of 6.5. Oh, okay.
I'm at
Triggered.
7.
Trigger time. Here we go. Danny, you do know we're trying to do a show over here, right, Danny? You know that, right? Not every movie will be the main quest. Some are side quests. Yes,
100%.
but Mando felt like a full side quest movie, right? It felt like a long TV show. Felt like a side
Exactly.
quest.
That's the problem. It didn't feel like a movie. You shouldn't even call it a movie. I would have been fine with Mando and Grogu if it came out on Disney Plus. It was a movie that came out on Disney Plus. I would have
I
just been
think
fine with it.
I think it would have been better, yeah, if it came out on Disney Plus, 100%. Mortal Kombat is basically a Katana and Johnny Cage movie, 100%, and we already know that it's supposed to be freaking Liu Kang. I don't understand why they. And then they're like, "Oh, we're gonna do the third one, and he's gonna be Fire God Liu Kang," but he hasn't even won a tournament yet. What has Liu Kang done to become Fire God Liu Kang? He hasn't
I'll
won a
say
tournament yet.
all I'll say is that wasn't Johnny Cage.
Oh no, 100% it was not. No, 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 it was not. It was not Johnny Cage. Johnny Cage, you see, here's the thing. They made Johnny Cage run away from a fight. Even though Johnny Cage in the game and stuff like that, and even in the cartoon, the Johnny Cage one they did, he didn't really understand what was going on, but he still fought, right? And he was
No
still
matter
a
what.
good fighter. You know what
Mhm.
I mean? They made Johnny Cage into this like, I don't know. That wasn't Johnny Cage. That really wasn't Johnny Cage. Heck with all the side quests Marvel put out. You telling me this is not better than much of Phase 4 and 5? No.
It's on the same level of something. It's better than She-Hulk. Because what the hell was that?
I'll probably give it better than Eternals too.
It's
But
yeah.
you know what I mean? But
There's some real bad stuff that came out of Marvel sometimes. Yeah.
I would watch this over Love and Thunder.
A, 1,000 times. Love and Thunder pissed me
Ooh.
off so much. I was so ready to like it. I was so ready to like it.
I hated Love and Thunder too, so you might be right. The kids were eating it up. Yeah, the kids are eating it up, of course, of course. Sorry guys, Finn was a lame character from the first time we laid eyes on him. I do not get all the glazing for him. If he was Mexican, I would still hate his character.
I think if you would have given him the storyline that he was supposed to have, you will see that he's one of the best characters you would have ever had. And the problem is they're changing it after it was already written. It was always going to go this way. They invited when they brought him in. They explained his character arc.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what they told to him, right? So
Mm-hmm.
like in what that would have been very epic. It would have been very awesome. And I don't forget that. You know, I'm not saying what he did in episode. I tell you, 2 and 3 were fucking terrible in the sequel. Like they were awful. But in what he did, and what everyone did in those movies was awful. But it's
Mm-hmm.
not about that. It's what it could have been. That's what I'm talking about. What it should have been, and they did a terrible job with that.
25% is the best I'm gonna get for me. Anzo, how about the Penguin, Boba Fett, Obi-Wan, Badlands, NK1 and 2? Was Mando better than those movies? Danny, I'm not even gonna bother. We're not even doing that, all right, Danny? Like you really trying hard. I will say I will definitely watch Robert Pattinson's Batman over the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. You see, here's the thing. There's no watching one over the other for me. I am never watching either one of them again.
Guys, let's make him a lie right now. Let's let Mandalorian Grogu come out and then tell him we're gonna do a watch party, right? And then and do super chats throughout the watch party. I guarantee this man will be watching it.
Do not make well, you know
Guarantee.
what I'll do?
BB Kung,
I'll,
when I see BB Kung, I'm messaging him and say that's what he's gonna do. This is it.
you know what I'm gonna do? I'll do it on the night that the game is playing, so you guys think I'm watching it, but I'm actually watching the game, and I'm not watching it again.
You better hope that the Spurs actually
Don't say it. Don't say
survive
it.
this
I don't even want to hear it.
series.
Don't say it. I don't want to hear it. I will phantom zone you from this motherfucker right now. Okay, we are not going to go there. Not you see now you gave Danny some
That's
hints.
so
Now
funny.
Danny's gonna come in here with some crap. Now you shouldn't have
It's
said
funny 'cause
nothing and let it go. But
I
no,
actually really
yeah,
like the Spurs. I want the
I don't
Spurs to win the series. I
don't know
watched
about
this series. I was man
that.
last night. Ugh.
Brian, we are not talking about the basketball game, okay? This is a rewind. We're not doing that. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I promise you. Anzo, what were
Uh,
your thoughts on the boys season finale? I heard every film critic say it was bad, except I didn't hear anything from you about it. Oh, we did a review on it. No, we didn't do a review yet. We're
no,
doing
we're
our
going to
review
talk about
soon.
that. That's our
Yeah,
second
yeah,
topic. We will talk about that.
yeah, absolutely. Luke was made a disaster, desert loner
Deserter.
and deserter, loner and killer. Yeah, 100%.
I hated that.
I hate what they did to Luke. Leia killed. They killed all the favorite. Brought her daughter back to finish scenes. Leia. Yeah. But Leia died in real life, right? So
There's nothing you can do about that. I'm never going to argue about it. You shouldn't recast.
Yeah, we already know that.
You know that, right?
When he drank the space cow milk, I was pissed with Star Wars. Facts, Danny. It was so dumb. It was so dumb. But Luke threw the lightsaber because he didn't want anything to do with being a Jedi. It was perfect to me because it showed where Luke was mentally.
Yeah. But no, but honestly, even when you talk about all this stuff, talk to the actors. Mark Hamill says that was the thing when he was done. When they made him do that, he says, I was done with Star Wars. I finished up my contract stuff, and I was done. I'm like, they didn't even listen to me about the character. Luke would never do that. Even if he decided to go away. Did Yoda do that when he decided to go away? No. So that it was so irrational. It was so erratic. It was so bad. That I mean that set the tone for what the hell that badass movie.
What you do when you do that, right? And what they did with Han Solo and Leia, they took everything they learned from the originals and just wiped it all away. You mean to tell me Han, who was a smuggler, right, fell in love with Leia, right, did all of this stuff for the Resistance, ended up going back to smuggling?
Looking for a better life. The whole time he said, I'm looking for a better life. And then he gets the better life and he says, nah, I'm going back.
Fuck it. Yeah, I'll go back to doing this, right? Luke Skywalker, who would not kill his father, who was one of the worst people in the universe, woke up one night because he had a dream and said, I'm going to kill my nephew, my best friend, and my sister's son? Nah, bro, that don't fly with me. That it just doesn't work. Lucas never enjoyed directing. He is a genius storyteller, though. Yeah?
I think Star Wars storyteller and producer. I agree.
Star Wars don't want black characters, but George Lucas was married to a black woman, which makes no sense. But George Lucas never had that issue, right? Nope. He put Lando in there, right? And Lando became a great character. So
Samuel L. Jackson asked just to be a stormtrooper, just to be in one of the movies, right?
Yeah,
He made him a central character. That was all him. That was all George Lucas doing it. And he just said, no, you come in and he made him a central. I don't think George Lucas has a problem with black people at all. I think he, as you said, loves it.
Yeah, 100%.
I think that has everything to do with some of the fans and the time period it is. And I feel like in this galaxy far, far away, they just did a terrible job with it.
Said, I do not remember Finn mopping floors. He didn't, but they called him a janitor. Okay, I'll be serious for the rest of the show. Don't lie, Danny.
The lies.
Stop making movies out of TV shows. It is such a terrible deal. Not necessarily. I think you might be right. You might be right.
I'm trying to think of a good movie that came.
That's what I started to do before I said maybe, and then I said, you know what? You might be right. Serenity, was that good? I don't think that was good.
It started off as a TV show.
Yeah, you might be right. You might be right on that one. My favorite Star Wars run was Episode 6. Is a massive, overlapping, interconnected book saga that just got scrapped after Mouse brought Star Wars. Yeah, I agree. Solo was better than Mando. Ooh, yeah, you might be right about that one. Liu Kang versus Kung Lao, straight fire. Best fight of the movie, you are correct. I want them to cast another guy to play Hercules if there's a Thor 5. Wow. Well, as long as Taika Waititi's not doing it, yeah, but yeah, I think someone else could play Hercules.
3. There's 3 movies that came up.
Go ahead.
The Fugitive.
Okay, yeah.
That started off as a TV
show. Yeah.
Mission Impossible.
Okay, I'll give you that too.
And the third one was The Addams Family.
Oh, I'll give you that too. Yeah.
But literally, that's probably it. There's been hundreds of movies made.
Yeah.
And there's 3 successful ones.
I agree. Solo was definitely better than Mando. I can find a lot of fun moments that I like in Solo, and I'm seeing Emilia Clarke and Woody Harrelson. Yeah.
I hate Solo.
I hate it too. I hate Solo. I still have faith in Starfighter. I do
I
not.
hope. I hope. I have hope for Starfighter.
Fernando.
No, I don't think anyone in the NBA really wants that to happen, guys. I'm just gonna just let you know.
Phantom Zone, haven't heard that in a while. Yeah, I know. Trust me. Trust me. SJ is the Fernando.
uh, if you really want to talk about this whole thing with SJ, the problem I have with him is that he flops so much and uses to his advantage so much. But
Ruins the game.
you can't try to be physical and flop. That's why I had a problem with LeBron for all those years, right? For when he was starting to flop and all stuff. When you're that dominant, I don't even know SGA is that dominant. I just think he has a skill that's very hard to referee. I just guess it's really hard to even do anything with it. It reminds me of a less talented James Harden.
Yes. Even Danny messaged me last night and was like, "Oh, the flopping is ridiculous." Yeah, it's ridiculous. I'm a Mortal Kombat fan, but I'm tired of the Liu Kang storylines. He's gotten boring and predictable, slow talking. So here's the problem. You may be tired of Liu Kang storylines in the game, but we haven't gotten that in the movie yet, right? I said you don't have to have Liu Kang win every single tournament, but he has to win the first one. Has to win the first one. Then you can do whatever you want, give him fire, but he hasn't won one yet. So it's not even like the fire god is earned. It's not earned. Why did he get fire god? Because he got killed by Shao Kahn? Nah, that doesn't work for me. Wemby is awesome, but it's not his time yet. Fernando, listen, bro. All right, I'm gonna ban you right
Look,
now.
you need
Yes,
to
Wemby is
calm. Don't worry
awesome.
about it because the truth is Wimby is going to be around for so long, and he's only going to get better. That's just true. So if you want to do it, just be honest. He's to a
Yes,
point
but if
where
they don't win, I gotta pay Danny $50. I ain't ready to do that. I don't
but you
want to
knew
do that.
before the season that was a
Nah,
possibility.
nah, yeah, no, there was no possibility. As the Spurs were winning, it didn't matter what. You know what I mean? Well, whatever. I like what's his name as Johnny Cage. I can't think of his name right now. In
Carl
Mortal
Urban.
Kombat 2 was funny at some moments. Yeah.
That's the problem. It's not, but Johnny Cage, you could be funny, you could do that, but at the time when it's time for him to fight, he needs to be able to step up and fight. He needs to be able to
Absolutely.
do the things that Johnny Cage is known for, being cool. He doesn't have to be young Johnny Cage, but maybe as an older one, he remembers that stuff and he kind of starts to relive it. That's what I wanted out of Johnny Cage. Now, he didn't. You don't have to change the character. You don't have to do it to my liking, but you should make sure that he's Johnny Cage the way he's supposed to be.
100%. Love the word wars between Kepi and Musk, and Musk mad Kepi unalive the billionaire that was supposed to be the boys' version of Musk. That was probably one of the best parts of the
That
show,
was
to be
funny.
honest with you. Luke is my favorite fictional character ever. The Last Jedi took a piss all over him. They did.
100%.
They
100%.
did. What up, David? Thank you for popping in. But Luke was old. He knew he couldn't fight like he did against Vader as an old man. Wait a minute.
Why
Hold
does
on.
that
Hold on.
matter? The greatest fighters of all time were did you not? Yoda was 900 years old.
Yeah.
Like, he
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
900 years
Yeah.
old. He was still a badass. If you want to say, oh, he was 900 at the end of the swamp, he was 870.
Yeah.
He was flipping around, going doing. What are we talking about here, guys? Like, age
Yeah.
matters. Palpatine matters. Like, how old is he? What are we talking about? That you got to be young to be a great fighter?
And bro, you shouldn't be able to disconnect from the force. That is stupid. Not to mention you disconnect from the force. You use the force and you die? What? What are we doing here?
Yeah,
You
I
die by
didn't like
using the
that.
force? Oh my god,
I
that
didn't
just
like that.
it just didn't work for me. George gave Sam a purple lightsaber. 100%.
No,
You know what I mean?
come on, man. Purple's fire.
You stack up all the bad Marvel TV series from The Inhumans, Moonlight, She-Hulk, Echo, Ironheart, Secret Invasion, and play them against Mandalorian and Grogu to see which is worse. I will never. there is not enough money in the world to make me watch all of them shows back to back.
Those are
No.
lies. If you guys had $1 million right now in front of his face, he would be watching all of them with some popcorn, enjoying the shit out of it.
I wouldn't enjoy it. I wouldn't enjoy it. I'd watch it.
I would say
Yeah,
you
$1
got to
million
smile the
dollars.
entire time.
Yeah,
He would be sitting
yeah.
like,
I'm not
nobody
gonna.
be counting his money.
Yeah, $1 million.
One,
$1 million can get me to watch them shows. He invited to the cookout. Who's invited to the cookout? I don't know. I don't think.
George Lucas is definitely invited to the
Oh
cookout.
yeah, George. Yeah,
Oh.
100%.
And his wife probably making the potato salad. And it ain't gonna have no raisins in it. So I'm okay with George. George, you here. You win.
Facts. He said Serenity was a great movie adaptation. Okay. I remember the movie. I don't remember if I liked it or not. I thought it was okay, I think.
Yeah.
Because the bad guy, what's his name? Shit. What's his name again? The black guy? That was the bad guy in Serenity? I think he was really good.
I remember.
Isn't it Chua Ekafor?
Is it Chue?
Yeah, I believe it's him. I believe it's Ekafor. I think it's
It
him.
is. Chueto
Yeah.
Ejiofor. It is.
Yeah,
Chueto.
yeah, he was good in that. Come on, everybody! Star Wars is not racist. No, but the people making it are. they made Lando a pansexual. Like, what are we doing here? The robot was like, "Oh, we can make it work," and like, "How? I don't know if that works." He's like, "Oh, it does." Like, nah, get out here with that.
I don't even care about that as much as how many characters do you know in Star Wars? If you listed all the characters, like a list of all the characters,
Mm-hmm.
how many characters are there? Let's say
Black.
there's 100. Let's say there's 100. There's like 4 black people.
Yeah, 100%.
There's like
Yeah, 100%.
3 Latina people. Like,
Yeah.
like in the entire galaxy, it's like 4. It's crazy.
Yeah. Sex in the City movie made more money. That's all. The group of fans are racist. There are a group
Yes.
of fans are racist.
I agree.
100%.
I agree. Star Wars.
Hate movies made from TV shows. Wait until Murder She Wrote comes out. Oh, they're making a movie on that too. The movie that I'm looking forward to see in 2029 is going to be off a spin-off. It's going to be the main story before House of
I
Dragons.
actually saw that. And I heard that they were going to put a lot of money into it, and it's supposed to be really, really good.
Yeah, nobody cares. Carl Oben did play Caesar. I could see him as a Sith. Yeah. Dark Shadows was a TV series before a film.
Dark Shadows was. You're right. All right. You're right. But it's not a great movie. So,
That's not true. Batman, Superman. Yeah, absolutely. But Danny said that's not true. Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Spider-Man, all TV shows became big money makers. It depends on the genre. Sex and the City was a TV show translate. But here's the thing,
Danny, all those were comic books.
Comic books.
Those
first.
are not
yes.
that came with a TV show first.
Yeah,
they didn't freaking make Batman from a damn from a TV show. It was a comic book, so it has literal stuff like literary stuff. Like that's no way that's from a TV show. It's from a book.
It's not the same. There was a Planet of Sith in the books. Yes, probably. But again, that's EU stuff. I don't like. You see, here's the thing. And George Lucas didn't like EU stuff either. He cherry picked from a lot of the EU stuff, but he didn't like a lot of it. A lot of people who are capping now are like, "Oh, George Lucas loved the EU." No, he did not. He did not love the EU stuff. He liked certain parts of the EU stuff, right? He liked the name Coruscant, which was from EU, right? He took a lot of maybe some of the characters that they made in EU, but story-wise,
I don't know. I always thought that CP3 flopped a lot, a whole hell of a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But I always thought that it was more that George Lucas kind of, even what he says now, he's fine with all the Star Wars movies.
Yes.
He's fine with all the Star Wars stories, all the things. He wants all of it because it's a galaxy. So he has no problem with the galaxy having different rules. So, but he's not going to say that that's going to be my rules. He just says, I have no problem with whatever you're going to do. So that's why I thought George Lucas is very open to all of it because he created a world and it's a galaxy. Who am I to tell you that that's not going to be okay?
Yes. No, you are 100% correct. He was okay with it. I'm just saying he didn't like it. You know what I mean? He wanted people to do their own stuff because he knew he wasn't going to be able to do this big lore for Star Wars, right? But now you license it out to people and it's like, "Oh, I like that. I'll take that from this. I'll take this from that," right? And then he builds his lore off of some of the stuff that the EU stuff created because once they created it for the EU stuff, George Lucas had every right to use it,
Yep.
right?
Mhm.
So that's what he did with that. But he
His
didn't like a lot
properties.
of the stuff they did. Yeah. Aragon's Quest. This is a movie that I'm looking forward to. That's going to be a spin-off from a TV show. Takes place 1,000 years before House of Dragons. Aragon's was the first dragon rider. Ain't
It's
nobody
gonna be
care
Egg.
about no damn. Ain't nobody care about no damn House of Dragons. What's up,
Uh,
LDG?
a lot of people care about House of Dragons.
Do you have faith in the live action Zelda? We'll see.
Bro,
We'll
I
see.
love Zelda, and it's
Me too.
adventure things. So like I'm big into RPG lit books and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Adventure things are very good for books and TV shows. It's hard doing adventures things when it's a movie. That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying.
No, I agree with you 100%. I think they're getting better with their video game adaptation, so hopefully they do a good job with Zelda because Zelda is a property that can probably be $1 billion if you do it right. It could be up there with Mario Galaxy and them type of movies if you do it right. I like how the boys' budget went to Ryzen,
Yeah,
makes me laugh.
that's
Yeah,
exactly what happened. That's why season
yeah,
5 sucked.
yeah, and we're gonna talk about that too, right? So just make sure, just get through these comments. The forces is everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Mando and Grogu 12 million so far. Early screenings estimated to make 80 to 115 for the next 3 days. I think it
Well,
went up. We're gonna
it's
talk
even
about
more.
that.
It's even more, and
Hmm.
it's and because it's a 4-day weekend because of Memorial Day. We're talking
Hmm.
about they're going to make a shitload of money. I'm just going to be honest. It's a lot.
Yep. Said I heard the boys finale was so bad that sales for WandaVision actually rose a bit.
Okay.
We know how you feel about that, LDG. Current Star Wars is messed up. Absolutely.
It is.
Hanzo, what are you talking about? Liu Kang had a storyline in the movies, the first Mortal Kombat and the second one in the 90s, as well as the cartoons.
First off, don't talk about the second movie. Second movie in the 90s. The first one was amazing, but also if they're remaking it, then it's a different type of genre. Like it's different. It's like
Yeah,
saying,
that's
you know, Superman was in Zack Snyder's one. We can't have him in this other one. James
yeah,
Gunn. No, that's not how
yeah.
it works.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't
Separate kids
understand what you're
apart.
trying to say. You're remaking the universe, right? So what they did in the past has nothing to do with what they're doing now. So if he had a storyline in the original Mortal Kombat, as it should have been, right? That's what they did. Liu Kang won the tournament. Liu Kang in the game has won every tournament in the game. Like if you go, I can give you a video where it gives you the history of all the games. Liu Kang has won every tournament. He died, he came back, you know what I mean? So you gotta at least give him the first tournament win, and then you can go on and expand to everything else. Becomes Fire God rated. It makes more
You
sense
you
for
know you
that.
kill him off, and then you give him this epic
Yes.
story because you got to
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Brian froze. He'll be right back. Every, I swear, he says every like 30 minutes he gets kicked out or he gets frozen, and he may be right. After The Boys season 3, all the rest of the series felt low budget. Yeah, I can feel that. I can feel that. He'll be back, guys. Don't worry. Anzo and Brian, did you see my post I posted on my wall on YouTube? I said I was not going to finish reviewing the Mandalorian series. I only got halfway up to 2. Yeah, I don't blame you. Go ahead,
Effing,
Brian.
like effing clockwork. Every 40,
I know, right?
it immediately says, "Up, kick him back." Like,
Next time you should do it exactly when you're about to say some blasphemous bullcrap and kick him out right before. I would love it. Oh my god, that would
uh,
be great.
I'll be so
That would be
mad.
great. What were you gonna say before you get kicked out?
I don't even remember anymore. I was so mad. I just said, forget it. I was like, how dare you?
Exactly. How old was Grandmaster Luke when he defeats
Aboleth.
Aboleth?
Yeah.
That is some AU stuff. I have
But
no idea.
but still, him understanding as Aboleth, like he is like epic. Luke
Hmm.
Skywalker becomes something that is only talked about in Legends, and that's why
Absolutely.
and then when you do that to a character that's supposed to be bigger than anything, I mean bigger than Obi-Wan, which I think is the greatest Jedi ever. Like I think Luke becomes better than that. Remember what
Hmm.
Luke did? It was like 3 years.
Hmm.
He did it like three.
Hmm.
Like Luke becomes so good, and he changes what Jedi is. So why would he throw away the Jedi Order if he could change what it means to be a Jedi?
Absolutely. 100%.
Just
But no, I
masterpiece.
agree with you. I agree. Before the prequels, there were only two women. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think it's a company that's making it less minorities. I think they know the audience won't go to many people of color, which is sad.
that
There
might
are
not be
eight.
wrong. Yeah.
There are eight black characters: Lando, Mace, Finn, Saw Gerrera, Captain Padma, Captain Tycho, Val, Jenna, Naomi, Akos. Yeah, yeah. You're right. But half of those ones came
Or
in. We
cartoon
had.
version and stuff like this. Like
Yeah.
half of those did never have a live action at all. So I
Mhm.
can't. When there's only four in live action, I don't know if I agree with you.
How good do we really know Backrooms is going to have? How good do we really feel Backroom is going to be? I have questions about it. Backrooms? What's
Dude,
Backrooms?
Backrooms is crazy. It's going to be very, very crazy.
A movie?
Ejiofor basically said, like,
Oh,
bro,
okay, yeah. I seen the trailer for it. Okay, I know what you're talking
he
about.
said, like, I'm telling you, it gets deeper and deeper in the lore, and it's nuts. I don't know if it's ready to say for Bryon, but I'll try it out.
He says, "Spoiler Kings, you want to get George mad? Bring up Myra Jane." Yeah, he didn't like Myra
Oh,
Jane.
yep.
Yeah, he didn't like Myra Jane at all. I am looking forward to the live action dynamic duels 2028. I don't even know what that is, Eli.
Yeah,
You got me.
I do.
Grayson and Todd. Okay. The strange sexual
Um,
preference that gave Orlando is Disney pandering to the weird woke crowd that want crap like that in there. Yeah, I know, but we don't need to do that,
It's
right?
not even, but it's not even saying like it couldn't be pop true. But does it need to be said? There was it any
Mhm.
reason to even have to do it? Any of that stuff? There's no reason for it. Why are you bringing up sexual preference in something that has nothing to do with anything? That's why I
Mhm.
always have a problem. I don't care what your sexual preference is in any way, shape, or form. But if I'm in the middle of a
100%.
damn fight or I'm about to do an adventure, why the shit? Why is that coming up?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Didn't Katana win MK2 game? No, Liu Kang did. Byron can VL? Eli, speak English, please. You know what I mean? Like I'm like what? Speak
He said
English.
blame Timo StreamYard. Okay,
Oh, okay, I got you. Fire and Blood, the Targaryen saga, Aragon's Quest, House of Dragons, Knights of Seven Kingdoms. Yeah, nobody cares about that shit.
all that stuff is gonna make hella money. Knights of Seven Kingdoms, I was not for. I was all like, no, this is stupid. Why am I doing this? Fire.
So Donald and Brian, if you had a barbecue with ribs, they'd have to be beef ribs because I don't eat pork.
That's fine.
Hamburger and hot dogs. Out of these five people, who would you invite? Harrison Ford, Ewan McGregor, Samuel Jackson, Billy D. Williams, George Lucas.
But if we're doing a barbecue, first off, the people that made it is Samuel Jackson, Billy D. Williams. I'm just letting you
Hmm.
know. So those two
Hmm.
people not just are in. They're on the grill. Samuel Jackson looked like he's the uncle that's making you. He's the one with the three different type of ribs on there. He has
Hmm.
beef, pork, and turkey ribs already on the grill. I'm just letting you know because that's what Samuel Jackson could do. He's that guy. Billy D. Williams is the one who brought all the liquor. Colt 45.
Facts. 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 And George Lucas is the one that brings them all together, so we can have George
Exactly.
Lucas there. You
Exactly. And
know
his
what I
wife
mean?
made the potato salad. We're good to go.
Yes. Yes. Luke is the greatest character ever. Yeah, 100%.
I don't know if he's the greatest character ever because you also
Oh,
you're involving superheroes and all that stuff of all time. He's the greatest character in Star Wars.
Yeah, I think Han Solo. To me, Han Solo is the best. But he said we can only pick two. Oh, so Samuel Jackson,
Man,
Billy
someone
D.
just said,
Williams.
yeah, you think
Yeah,
Billy D.
there's no
Williams
doubt.
not gonna be in the barbecue, bro?
Yeah. No, no. But you got to be careful. You got to be careful with Billy D. He's going to be trying to steal all the women. You know what I mean? So you got to be
100%.
careful with him. Like, hey, get away from my wife, Billy.
He's
Look
too
how
crazy.
old Obi-Wan was when he killed Maul. Maul was younger and cybernetic, so age doesn't matter when it comes to knowledge of the Force. That's how you use it. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Said, bro, back rooms could be the next movie of the century.
I'm hearing crazy great things about it.
I don't know about that, LDG. You like that movie Pig, and we ain't even talking about that. Yet. That was you seen that movie, Brian? Pig,
Yes, pig. Yeah,
and
it wasn't for me.
it was garbage. Bro.
It wasn't for me. That's all I'm saying.
It was garbage. Brian, you and your wife must see Obsession. It's crazy relationship horror movie. Brian ain't watching no horror movie
I was like,
about
what do you think
wife.
in front of that? You know me well enough. Come on. I'm not and I'm not going to be scared in front of my wife either. Come on.
Eli,
We've
send
been all type of stuff.
Eli, send me Obsession. I want to watch it. Why do you
Uh,
guys? What do you guys think about the new behind-the-scenes footage of Spider-Man prison fight scene? They're actually filming it for Scene X, and I don't know. I've seen the movie in Scene X. It's not really my thing. Not really my
Also, the fact that it's only 2 months away is bothering me.
thing. Yeah, not really my thing. Danny said, Mace Window, hello. That's
Hello.
a Doug question. Samuel Jackson will be at my mother effing barbecue. Facts.
I don't know if there's a barbecue that ever could happen that Samuel Jackson couldn't just walk into.
Facts. I do remember having a wedding during Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End. Oh, nice. That was because I interviewed the writer of Pig. Yeah, after you watched the movie and said it was such a great movie. Yeah, I know. The one movie trilogy I want so bad from Star Wars is Knights and the Darth Bane trilogy. Those are book series that absolutely peak Star Wars.
Darth
If
Bane is
be,
really good.
mm,
I
if
like
it
Darth Bane. And
if Big
you could have made Cad Bane the bounty hunter that was chasing Mando. They could have
Yeah,
done
they
that.
could have did that. They could have did that. If Big and Tupac were still alive, and you do not want any drama, who are you picking to invite to the barbecue? For me, it's Biggie.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of Biggie.
And
Backroom looks
I love Tupac. I think Tupac's cool, but he brings
me
too
too.
much shit around him, and he brings
Yeah.
it's an aura around him. Biggie gonna sit in the back in the chair and just eat in some ribs and go, just enjoy that shit. So no,
Facts.
that's cool.
Baby, baby.
As long as he don't bring Puffy,
Facts. Puffy's not allowed.
Puffy gotta be at the door.
Backroom looks good and stupid to me, LDG. I'm just saying, was not impressed. You don't like them kind of movies, Danny. Anzo, what movie do you want? What do you mean? Spider-Man, color, or black and white? Black and white.
Black and white.
100%. Black and white. Guys, we are going to get into the topics. Thank you, everybody. But it took us an hour to get through the comments. But we got to get to some of these topics now. And then, of course, we will come back to the topics. So let's get into it really quick. Let's do it. All right. Now, usually I have the screen shared and ready to have the topics up, but unfortunately, I didn't do that today. So all right. We've been out for 2 weeks. Okay, I don't want to hear it. There we go.
No, we're gonna blame him when he talks about me. Oh yeah, I'm bringing this up. I'm just writing it down. Just notes like yeah.
We had 2 weeks off, bro. All right. So the first topic is about the Betty Boop movie. Now I'm gonna get Brian's little thoughts on it before I read the article because a lot of people are talking about race bending, and that shows me that y'all don't know your damn history when it comes to Betty Boop. So Brian, what are your thoughts?
It's hilarious that people are saying this. People understand that Betty Boop is literally a black woman? Like, was literally based off a flapper black woman from the club. Like, what are we talking about? I can't believe that people are talking about this and saying it's race bending. She's literally black.
Facts.
Just because of all the damn pictures, they try to lighten her up. She's a black person. This is what she's based off of. What are we doing? I can't believe this is what's happening.
100%. Betty Boop movie in the works with Abbott Elementary's Quintana Bronson set to play the iconic flapper. Abbott Elementary creator Quentin Bronson is set to develop and star in a movie that will trace the origin and evolution of Betty Boop through the perspective of her character Max Fleischer. Now you do realize they said through the creator, right? Creator. Just keep that in mind, guys, because a lot of people, oh no, I can't believe they're doing the race bending stuff. It's just so dumb.
Oh,
I be,
before
yeah,
we read this, I'm going to read this real quick, just so
yeah.
everyone
Go
knows.
ahead.
So, Betty Boop is half right. While the animated character herself was never drawn as an African American woman, she was a lighter one. Her entire vocal identity, her famous catchphrase, and were directly copied from black child artists. There's literally panels that have her designed from singer Helen Kane and
Yep.
actress Clara Bow. You know, canonically, like though they have her as a Jewish woman in the cartoon, she was half black, half Jewish, and that was the whole idea from it. And that's she is kind of until the crossover with Popeye, she was a little bit darker. And then when she crossed over with Popeye, they kind of changed her. Even though her skin tone was always like Polynesian type of like very
Yes.
lighter skin, which will be a mixed person. So I'm just
Yeah.
saying the fact that she was literally based off of that anyway. So
Absolutely, 100%. So, all you racists out there that are talking about race bending, you see, and a lot of these people, right? Even when they talk about other stuff, they don't know the history of a lot of these stuff, and they just go off of what they think they know and stuff like that, and they don't do the research. You need to do your research before you and then go on there and start talking crap about certain things. But Abbott Elementary creator and star Quintana Bronson is set to play Betty Boop in a movie that will trace the origins and evolution of the iconic character throughout the perspective of her creator, Max Fleischer. Bronson's company, Fifth Chance Productions, has partnered with Mac's grandson, Mark Fletcher, and the Fletcher Studios on the project, which is currently in development and oversees by Fifth Chance head of creative affairs, Erwin Weisenberg, or whatever the hell. The caricature of the jazz age flapper, Miss Boop, will first appeared in the Tarkatoon and Betty Boop film series produced by Fletcher Studios and released by Paramount Pictures. She was later featured in numerous theatrical cartoons between 1930 and 1939 and has also been the focus of various comic strips and prolific mass merchandise, as well as two television specials in the 80s. Bop, the musical, debuted on Broadway earlier this year. Despite being an animated character, Betty Boop is viewed as one of the very first sex symbols, and she's mostly popular with adult audience. And many of the cartoons contain some sexual and physiological elements, particularly in the 1930s Takatoon, Minnie the Muncher, 1932, featuring Caleb Calloway and his orchestra. This project will explore the relationship between the artist and his creation as it navigates the creative and commercial pressures of the building, one of the world's first animated icons, particularly the icon that begins to take on a life of its own. Betty Boop is one of our nation's most beloved cartoon characters, yet somehow still remains pleasantly niche, Bronson wrote in a statement. She has a quiet but undeniable impact on culture for nearly a century. After Irwin and I met with Mark and learned more about his grandfather's creation of Betty, I realized there was a much deeper story to tell, one that could be explored in a way that feels refreshing, submersive, and timeless, much like Betty herself. He also added, when Quintana first approached me with the unique concept of a movie about the relationship of my grandfather, Max Fletcher, and his creation, Betty Boop, I was breathtaking. Quinta so embodies Betty's love of life, intelligence, humor, sassiness, and compassion with the relationship between her as Betty and Max bust into life. It's a mere mention. So it shows here Quintana will develop and star as Betty Boop in the feature adaptation. So we already know that. Brian, what are your thoughts? Are you interested?
So Betty Boop is one of my mother's and my mother-in-law's favorite characters of all time. So of course, personally, I'm definitely in. It's something that we've talked about as a family because Betty Boop is just matters overall, and I'm I'm definitely interested. And I'm interested in seeing the reaction people have to her. Um, I like seeing female characters have opportunity to really be spotlight, especially from the 30s. Uh, just kind of bringing that era back in a positive way. So when you have zoot suits and all this other stuff, you can have Betty Boop, who was a sex symbol, but wasn't fast either. It's going to be something that's going to be interesting. People are going to argue about the whole thing, but it's going to be good.
Absolutely. Personally, I think this could be good, right? Because again, a lot of people don't know the history of Betty Boop, and I think we can learn a lot of the history, probably why they had to make her so light skin,
Hmm.
right? Instead of making her darker skin. Hopefully, we'll learn stuff about that as well because we know the racist people. They were like, "Oh no!" And then when she became popular, they tried to claim her for themselves, right? So it's gonna be definitely interesting to see where it goes. The girl that's playing Betty Boop, yeah, I don't think
Abbott
I've,
Elementary, she is huge star right now. Abbott
yeah,
Elementary is one of the biggest TV shows ever. I mean, and she is blowing up. And it's funny because she was like literally a nobody like 6 years ago, and
mm-hmm,
now she's a star. It's crazy to
mm-hmm.
see.
And she's pretty too, so I think that'll work. I'm 100% interested in seeing that. But guys, let me know what you think about this Betty Boop topic. Are you excited for it? Are you gonna go watch it? Is it a movie or is it gonna be a TV series?
I think it's gonna be a movie, and which I think makes the most sense for her. Yeah, I believe it's a
Okay,
movie. So
so
in a
if it's
movie, yeah, it's a movie.
movie, does it do well?
Mm. I'm not sure it should be released in theaters.
Me, same here. I think streaming service as a movie works better.
Yeah,
But guys, let us know what you think. We'll get to the comments and then move on. Darth Bane would be fire. I have to agree with Collector on that one. Yeah, and I don't like the
Darth
rule of
Bane's
two
cool.
crap.
I,
I don't
I
like.
I know why you don't like. I understand that.
Hmm,
But
hmm.
once again, things can evolve, and that's what I think Star Wars should have been doing. They should have been evolving from where they were, from as things go through these 10,000 years and the stuff. Then
Hmm,
you have a point where there's someone so strong that changes the course of the river. And I think
hmm,
that's what Luke could be. I think you could have had someone else come in and say, "Why are we only doing the rule of two? We're going to figure out a way to work this out. We're going to
hmm,
change the course of this river to make us
hmm.
even more powerful."
Right. The rule of two doesn't work, so let's do something. You see, and then you have Luke, right? Who could be like, didn't grow up in the Jedi type of era, right? So he doesn't really, the attachment and all of that stuff. You could find out Luke is changing that as well. You know what I mean? Changing Jedi, changing them. You could have did so much stuff with that, but no, you just wanted to stick with what you had and try and make it better, and I just didn't like that. Said Tupac gonna fight one of my uncles? Yeah, he
He
probably
probably is.
would. He wouldn't fight. He would shoot your uncle, right? Tupac was
Get
packing
too
all that.
drunk.
Yeah, yeah, and he's shooting up the whole place. I meant to say Knights of the Older Republic would be the other movie trilogy I like. Yeah, yeah. He said no comment. Go ahead.
Absolutely, Knights of the Old Republic should be it. Should have been
Yeah,
something
yeah.
that's already been done.
Absolutely, 100%. 2 weeks is plenty of time to start working on the graphics.
It's not for a movie. It's not a long time, and
Hmm.
that's what worries me. When you have going to the last second, you can finish up things for your final stuff for the movies, but when you're filming something this soon, I'm this late in the game, that bothers me. Why are you just changing the
Absolutely.
story right now?
Hmm. Said I never heard of this character Betty Boop in my life. That's probably because you're young. You know what I mean? Uh, Pronounce fly shore. Betty Boop is iconic, 100%. Some people complaining about the race swapping complained if Dennis the Menace had red hair and not a blonde kid. Yeah, I know. The things that people complain about is so crazy, Eli. At some point, it just like really enough is enough. I've never understood people in. I never understood people in Betty Boop. I'm like, okay, a cartoon character who has a big butt and big boobs. Yeah,
Yeah, there's a lot of women like that too.
facts. Goku is an Asian character that is drawn white. Yeah,
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 you
yeah,
know,
yeah,
but
yeah,
that happens a lot. I mean, we talk about
yeah.
even recent time. We talk about Avatar: The Last Airbender when they
Yeah.
draw him. They draw them like they're white kids, and they're
Mm-hmm.
not. They're definitely Asian. You know when
Mm-hmm.
you that's huge in anime. I would say that they do a
Mm-hmm.
lot in anime. Um,
Mm-hmm.
because the idea the lighter you are, you know, the more you whatever attractive or whatever that kind of goes through. And yeah, why you hear people talking about the live action One Piece and how pissed off people are with the casting.
Mm-hmm. And then when you get the black people, they make him Mr. Jigglypuff or whatever the hell that guy's name is. All right? So we already know how to feel about us. Original artist wanted Dennis as a redhead. Editor told him to change it. Cost efficient with ink. Okay. I don't care about Betty Boop. She means nothing to me.
That's
Uh-huh.
okay, but you also know that there's gonna be people that do
Do
care.
do care. Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely. The thing I'm not happy about is I don't know if you guys heard this, but they're trying to make Voldemort a woman for the Harry Potter TV show. That's gonna piss people off.
Yeah,
I mean,
they shouldn't, but I really don't care as much as I should. But they shouldn't. That's all.
agreed, collector. Who asked for this character? Who's been asking for this? Well, didn't they make the dude black and people are losing
Yeah,
their mind on that
Snape,
too?
yeah, Snape Black,
Snake
which
is black, yeah.
creates all type of problems. Like
Mm-hmm.
so now we're looking at James Potter. Like, were you racist, James Potter? Why were you picking on the only black kid in
Mm-hmm.
school? Like,
Mm-hmm.
what are we
Mm-hmm.
doing?
Mm-hmm. 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 Fernando, do you have Instagram? Yeah, yes, very good collector. I do not have Instagram, but okay, so yeah. I was asking my baby mamas who is half black, has she ever heard of Betty Boop? This film is flopping. What's up, Mama Bear? How you doing?
I think Betty Boop is well more better known than you think they are, and she is.
Yeah, I agreed. How the hell did Dragon Ball Z get away with so many years of Mr. Popo?
Dragon Ball Z got a lot. Anime gets away with a lot of crap.
100%. Voldemort isn't cast yet. Listen, you make Voldemort a woman, you make these people black. I don't care as long as you put a good story behind it. And to be honest, like Bryon said, that adds a lot to the story, like racist stuff. And I mean, weren't they racist to um the what are they called?
Well, understand humans or non-magical humans were called mudbloods. So
Mudbloods.
now,
That's it.
if you have a mudblood, can you imagine now calling someone mudblood and they're black, and that's what they're doing? Do you really want to open up that can of worms? Is that really what you want in your life? Eh,
Hey, isn't he a mudblood?
Yeah,
Hey, what'd you say? That sounds like the N word to me. What?
exactly. What did you just call me? I don't know if you want to bring that up, but it's going to happen now. It's going to be something.
That's gonna be
Hermione, yes,
funny.
I'm sorry, Hermione.
Hermione, yeah, yeah.
Ooh,
That's gonna be
now
funny.
looks very much mixed, right?
Yeah,
And that could be problematic. Just saying.
yeah. I know people have an issue with that, and I get it 100%. But is the movie good? Is the show good? You know what I mean? Because I think one thing I do think, and if they kill it, people are gonna not even talk about the race bending stuff anymore. You know what I mean? Like the Batman. Oh, Gordon is not black, and then they watch the movie and Gordon's good, and it's like, was Gordon black? I don't remember. You know what I mean? Like, so as long as you do it good, people are gonna the outrage starts at first, and then it goes away if it's good. Now, if it's bad, that's when the outrage gets even worse. You know what I mean?
I think
But
it
if
depends on the
it's
character.
that too, it depends
You
on the
know,
character too. That too. That too. It depends on the character too. But guys, let us know what you think in the comments. We're definitely gonna move on to the next topic. And guess what? I'm gonna do the next topic because Bryan's gonna do the last two. Because when we did it on his channel, I did the last one. So I'm gonna return the favor. Even though we all know that you guys are here to see Big Ford Entertainment, I'm the lead. I get it 100%. Bryan's gonna finish out the show because I feel
look,
generous
guys,
tonight.
we all know if you have to
Yeah.
say it,
You know, we definitely did not want to hear what Bryon had to.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Look, guys, if he has to say it, then you know it's not true. That's all we know.
I
You have
knew
to say it.
I knew I was gonna get some blasphemous crap, and I did not even want to hear it. Oh yeah, but guys, we're gonna get into the next topic, and the next topic is actually coming from a movie that is coming out very soon. I don't know if it's gonna be good or not. I hope it's gonna be good. But Bryon, what are your thoughts? Supergirl.
Supergirl, I think, is going to be a good movie. My problem is I don't know if even anyone's going to go see it the way I want them to go see it. I've been telling Fernando for a while that it's probably going to make $400 to $500 million, and I wanted to do more. I really wanted to do more. I just don't see it. I worry about all the stuff that's around it. I worry about what you're seeing from movie theaters. I would love to see it do well.
All right. So here's a question: which movie does better, Mando, Grogu, or Supergirl?
Supergirl.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Supergirl makes 520 million, and Mando and Grogu is gonna make 501.
Okay.
Like it's gonna be
I
that
like
close.
it.
It's gonna be like that close.
I like it. Supergirl tease reveals new look at David Cornsweat's Superman logo and Scalarian Raiders and more. So an international TV spot for Supergirl has been released, and it features new shots of Lobo, Jason Momoa, Superman, David Cornsweat, and a first look at the Shikaran Raiders. An international TV spot for Supergirl has been shared online. There is quite a bit of footage from the most recent trailer, but there are a lot of explosive new slots, along with a brief glimpse of Superman, David Cornsweat, and more of Lobo, Jason Momoa, in action. The teaser features a first look at the Scarican Raiders, whatever. Superman's probably gonna have like 2 scenes in this movie, so I really don't like. I guess we get to see a new suit or whatever, but like he's gonna have like 2 scenes. What do you think?
I think that Superman should not be the focus of it. I worry that they're already looking at the movie and they say they have to highlight David Cornsweat. That's not what it's supposed to be. So the whole Supergirl movie should be about loss and pain and depression and rising up, starting to rise up out of it. It becomes understanding your identity and being okay with your own identity. It's good enough on its own. It's good enough on its own. So why are we, having to focus on these other characters bothers me. And I'm hoping that, it does. I'm hoping Emily Alcock is the real focus of the movie.
I agree with you 100%. It says this group of all-female space pirates from the planet Shalar first appearance in Superboy in the Legion of Superheroes back in the late 70s and have since faced off against numerous comic book DC heroes. They are ruthless thieves, but have also been depicted as having a moral code. The Scarians do not feature in Tom King's Woman of Tomorrow comic book run, so it should be interesting to see how they're utilized in the movie. There is also already speculation that they will either be working with Lobo or possibly seeking vengeance against the main man. During a recent interview with Variety, star Millie Alcock revealed that Kara won't wear her suit as much as people think she will. It's a journey. Oh, God. Though saving this young girl and dealing with her trauma of losing her entire family, there is a kinship there, Alcock said. She realizes that being Supergirl has nothing to do with her and has to do with everybody else around her. She needs to put her own feelings aside to help others, and though she can save herself, so that's what the suit is for her. All right, so let's look at the trailer. I think it's new, so let's see what they got.
Hey, I was just touching base to see when you think you might be coming back. I'm just worried that you're not going to find your stride here if you keep going off-world all the time, Kara. I'm worried you're not going to find your people.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, Clark. I have no people. home is wherever you are, buddy.
As I walk this land of road,
Crypto and I at least had each other.
I have visions of
Honestly, I thought we were lucky. But luck, almost by definition, runs out. What can I do?
The Brickens carry the antidote on that person. He has 3 days.
You cannot give up on me.
It's the crime of the Yellow Hills. He murdered my innocent family.
Just do what I say. And don't die. This does not look like this is gonna end well. For you guys.
Stop. You're hurting my head.
now what becomes of the broken hearted who had loved us now departed.
Revenge. It won't take your pain away.
Your eyes are beautiful when you cry. A lot of pain, huh? A lot of suffering.
There's no home without you, buddy.
Aren't you the ditz from that dive bar?
Funny. That's what I've been calling you.
Touche.
Did you see anything new in that trailer?
Nope.
Neither did I. Maybe that's not the one, the international one, but why would you put it there if you're talking about the international one and then you don't see nothing? I don't get it. Whatever. Bryon, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, look at the international one. It's above there. It says it's in Louisville, spot East Davy
It is there, the international one?
above it. It's like a little thing. This popcorn duck.
This one.
Los bandidos trajeron destrucción a cada rincón del universo. La galaxia debe ser defendida.
Hello, saw them.
Yeah.
Oí que me estabas buscando.
You see?
No nos habían presentado.
Supergirl, 25 de junio, solo en cine.
Oh,
Hey, why that look
there
better?
yeah, I know. Well, so what are your thoughts? Listen, I'm gonna say this first. I get some serious Guardian. And it's not a bad thing. I'm just saying I get a lot of Guardians of the Galaxy vibe from this movie.
Here's my thought. I think everyone who says Superman was getting his ass kicked the entire time and wasn't doing what he was supposed to be doing and wasn't being super, they're not going to say this about Supergirl. I think that they're going to say that she was a badass, that she does stuff. And Kara is going to be a lot more aggressive and actually fight people and do things that are going to make people like her and people are going to be engaged with her. And I think that you're going to enjoy the movie. I just worry that it's going to not make the money it needs to make. That's it.
Like I said, for me, when I look at it, I see Guardians of the Galaxy more 3 than anything. Because remember, Rocket got hurt; they had to save Rocket. Same kind of premise in this movie. The music and I get it. This is not a James Gunn movie, so I'm not gonna be calling this a James Gunn movie. But it looked like there's a James Gunn clone out there making this movie because James Gunn is like to T. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna see it. I think it's gonna be good. Now, a lot of people. Let me ask you this, because I know I hear it, and especially now I'm hearing it a lot, that the chick playing Supergirl's kind of ugly.
Millie Alcock, I think Millie Alcock is fine. She's fine. Not,
I don't think she's ugly.
yeah, I think she's cute.
Ish. Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
cute. So like she looks very young. She's not as young as she looks, but she looks
Yeah.
very young. And because I'm a grown ass man, cute don't really. It's not cute. Is when I'm raising cute. I don't need. That's not what I'm looking for. So that's just two different things.
And for me, I always like there's certain things where it's like I kind of like her mouth. Even it's kind of shaped differently. You know what I mean? I kind of like her way her mouth looks for some reason. But I think she's cute. I don't think she's ugly. So people just want to like trash. They want to find any way. Snyder people. Sorry, Mama Bear. Want to trash and they want to find any reason to trash this movie. You know what I mean? Oh, she's ugly. Oh, it's James Gunn. Oh, it's this and that. Right? So it's not James Gunn, and she's not ugly. I'm just saying that. Let's just hopefully that we get good movies, right? I get it. And just so you know, Mumber, I was just joking with you. But I get that people want to see certain things and they want it to be a certain way. But why can't we just go in there and want to enjoy a movie instead of going in there and wanting it to suck? You know what I mean? Like, as much as I didn't like Mando, or as much as I don't like Penguin, or as much as I don't like the Batman, I never went into these movies wanting them to suck. I want them to be good, right? But a lot of people are going into these movies and they want them to suck, and I just don't understand that. I really don't understand that, Brian.
I want us to go into a realistic, but I also want you to go hopeful. I want you to hope that it's good. I want you to go in thinking that this is going to be a good adaptation, that understand that it's a very good storyline, that you're going to have some hopeful stuff. You're going to see the violence. You're going to have all that stuff. I wish people would go in just hoping that's good. And if you do that, you might be surprised. You might enjoy it. I'm thinking certain parts of the country are going to enjoy it more than others.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how the international numbers are going to do, but Jason Momoa does bring international dollars.
Mm-hmm.
But I just want positive thoughts on this movie because I want it to do well. That's all.
And I will say this: there is one movie that I'm going to watch that I hope fucking sucks. The Batman 2. I hope it sucks. I hope it is garbage. I hope this movie is the worst piece of crap. I hope it's worse than Joker Part 2. Let's just put it that way, okay? That's what I'm hoping for.
But what happens if all of a sudden it's good? And would you have to admit that it was good, or are you just gonna lie?
If I like it, yeah, I'll lie. Yeah, I'm gonna lie. I'm gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna lie. I'm gonna lie. Maybe I might tell you guys the truth backstage, but yeah, I'm gonna lie.
For everybody else, I got you.
And you know what? I don't even think I will tell you backstage because you like to bust me out a lot. So I'm like, I'm not.
But you don't even have to tell me. If I see the movie, I know if you're gonna like it or not.
You might. But yeah, no, I'm not gonna like it. So guys, I'm letting you know now, right? I don't know when the movie comes out, but mark this day down on your calendar. Anzo said he's already not gonna like the Batman. So yeah. We're gonna get into your comments and then move on to the next topic. Did you guys hear the runtime for the Odyssey is shorter than Oppenheimer? It's still in the 3-hour range, though with trailers it's 2 hours and 52 minutes. I'm not worried about that. Runtime doesn't bother me. Yeah.
You know, it's an Odyssey. It's an Iliad. It's like all the seventh. Bro, it's going to be a long movie, and it's going to be a lot of stuff going there. So, Odysseus is a cold story. And I'm going in knowing what type of movie it is. So, whatever.
Yeah. But whether it's longer or shorter than another movie, it doesn't matter to me. As long as you're able to get everything you want done in the runtime that you have, then I'm fine with it. Will there be well there was too many good black people in the Batman. Facts. That is facts. Eyes only. Way too many for some of these people out there, right? Ooh, Mama Bear said it's not seeing 500.
I think it will.
Finally,
I
something
think
you
Jason Momoa.
disagree. Something
Jason
you
Momoa's gonna
disagree,
bring it.
Bryon, with.
I
Yeah.
think Mama Bear is going to realize it's because the Jason Momoa effect is real. It's real. And she would say, even if it's not a good movie, if it's a Jason Momoa could bring the international dollars, I think it's going to be, okay. I think she'll understand it. She doesn't have to like it, but she'll understand it.
I hope it makes more money than every Snyder movie.
Whoa. Okay.
Supergirl will barely beat Black Adam, including inflation. Ooh. I doubt. No, it's gonna make more money than Black Adam.
Well, Black Adam made what, like 320?
Yeah, it's gonna make way more money than that. You guys, listen. I get it. You know what I mean? I get you wanna, I guess, hate, or you think because of Supergirl it's not gonna make money, but the trailer doesn't look bad. Right? You got Jason Momoa as Lobo. Lobo is going to be the best part of that movie, and 90% of the people that are going to watch that movie are going to watch it for Lobo.
Black Adam made $393 million.
Yeah, it's going to make more than that.
That's a lot.
People compare Supergirl to Star-Lord. I can see that. Yeah. I can see that. Supergirl is making a lot more than $500K. Ooh, $500 million. Okay. We should do something. I don't know what it is yet.
Fernando was he thinks he's going to make $1 billion, but I think he was just being facetious. I think he thinks he's going to make like $850 million.
We should do something. Over under. We'll talk about it, and we'll come up with something before it comes out. We'll do like an over under or something like that. Maybe the closest person to the actual box office number will get a gift from us. Yeah. You know what I mean? We could do something like that. Supergirl tickets go on sale May 26th. And did you guys see the design for the popcorn bucket? No, I didn't. No. I didn't see the design for the popcorn bucket.
They showed it on the thing. I still wasn't really caring. Supergirl's not the one. I want Castle Grayskull. Give me Castle Grayskull 10 times out of 10. And give me the sword. Bro, I'm gonna that video you, Danny, sent me is going to be me on the rooftop. I have the power. Totally, 100%. It's happening.
I was watching this video and I was like, "Oh my god, that is Bryon for sure." Did you watch any more of their videos though? Because they're funny, man.
That was hilarious though. I watched that one like 15 times. Yeah, and I showed other people like, you see, this is going to be me.
He has an Omni Man and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, it's hilarious. It's already expected to have a $2 million loss. 200 million. That's hard to predict now though. Like the movie's not even close. Like ticket sales didn't even start yet. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's hard to predict that. That's just people who want it to fail saying that stuff. So, yeah. So the film is about crypto. Got it. Oh, and get the antidote. Yeah.
That's very Guardians.
That is absolutely Guardians of the Galaxy, 100%. Gunn admitted it was basically Guardians of the Galaxy.
I don't think he
did. He really?
That. I don't think that's the words he said.
I know. Like, I know. Mama Bear, I get it, 100%. But I don't believe he said that. When Supergirl is a major hit, I'm going to impossible on the stream. I am going to clown on everyone who's been hating on this film. Ooh, Fernando, you're taking a page out of Anzo's book today. All right, I got you, 100%. Listen,
he said keeping receipts. He's keeping receipts. That's what's going on.
Listen, I am down for it. All right, 100%. You better go on there and trash everybody. I do the same thing, 100%. It's his universe and he's promoting it. Yeah, but it's not his movie though.
Yeah, I don't think he wrote it or anything like that. I think the feeling of the music and all that stuff.
It feels James Gunn
person, yeah. And kind of playing around with a few things. That does feel like James Gunn. Even the whole sick animal and trying to find an antidote, but that has been done in a lot of other movies too. So I don't know, man. I still think this will be fine.
How much was the budget for Supergirl? Let me see. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Supergirl budget. I think it was like. No, I won't even try and speculate because I have no idea. Supergirl's budget was around 200 million.
So 200 million. So you're saying, $600 million, because there's been a lot of marketing. They have not tried it. They've been upping the marketing budget on this thing. I think it misses the $600 million. I think it misses.
Interesting. I still don't get how Kryptonians get drunk because they go on a planet that doesn't where they don't have powers. I'm being realistic. Female-led superhero movies aren't doing well. Do we forget what Captain Marvel did?
Wonder Woman, the first one.
Wonder Woman, yeah, you know what I mean. Like they don't do well now because the movie. This is the thing, and I think people really confuse a lot of things when it comes to these movies, right? A lot of these movies don't do good because they're bad movies, not because it's a black lead or their movies are bad. The Marvels 2 was bad. You know what I mean? If it was good,
Wonder Woman 1985,
1984, yeah, was bad.
Yeah.
Was bad. Yeah. If that was a good movie, that would have been on pace with the first one, right? So I think a lot of people are doing this. Oh, well, it's a female-led movie, and that's what the internet tells you.
Well, so think about. So I'll say Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel was coming out right before Endgame, right? So everyone knows a connection to it. So that guy gave it a bump. Wonder Woman is the greatest female superhero of all time. So if it's a good movie, it's going to make a lot of money. So I understand those things too. But there's not a lot of female superheroes to kind of base this off of.
Right, 100%. And Supergirl isn't probably one of the most popular female superheroes out there too, but I think they got a lot of fans. But you got to remember one thing. Word of mouth is a big thing in this movie industry. So a lot of people that may be iffy on it on first week, if they find out that it's a good movie, people are going to go see it, right? It's all about movies being good. That's why I don't believe in superhero fatigue. I don't, because when you do a good movie like No Way Home, Deadpool makes $1 billion, right?
This would be a bet I'm willing to do, Fernando. I bet that Spider-Man Brand New Day will make double whatever Supergirl makes.
Ooh, okay. I like that.
That's where I'm maybe willing to go. So.
That does not mean every movie in the DCU is his. Yeah, I know. Nzo, the reason you've never heard of her is because it's your very first American role in House of the Dragons. Then she's her second biggest role. Second biggest role.
So she was...
I know she was in House of the Dragons, right? I know that, but a lot of people are saying that she's ugly. That's what I'm saying. I never said I didn't hear of her. I
don't think she's ugly, man.
Neither do I. Yeah. Listen. She could get it.
I'm sorry. She's 26. I would say that she's 26.
Hey,
if your son walked in with Millie Alcock, would you be mad at him?
No, not at all.
You'd be like, good, bro. Yeah, you give him a good handshake. Good job, bro.
Yeah, you're good. She's only done 2 American things, House of Dragons, Supergirl. Now she's Australian now. I got you. I wanted the Batman to be good. I just expected it to suck. And it did suck. It did suck, all right? It did. Going to the pastry shop later, y'all. Go ahead, Eli. Have fun. James Gunn and the Russo brothers have made the most successful movies in the MCU. Yeah?
No, you're right.
Gunn is credited as producer on this. Producer, not writer or director. He's the lead of the DCU. He's going to be the producer on every DC movie that comes out. Like,
Feige's what are we talking about? Every Marvel movie has Feige as a producer.
Yes, absolutely. Anzo heard me say that Jason Momoa usually brings the crowd. Me? Yeah, I know. Yeah, he does. You're right. You're 100%. You're right. It'll make more money than the Marvels. Oh, for sure. Because Marvel was trash.
I mean, we just said about Mandalorian and Grogu. We were talking about all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's going to make more money than the Marvels this weekend.
Yeah, facts. I wanted to do well for Millie Alcock. Mando and Grogu looks better. I don't know about that one. You know what? To be honest with you, even from the trailers, Mando and Grogu didn't impress me.
Nope.
You know what I
I
mean?
said that. I said they was bad trailers.
Yeah. So even from the trailers, it didn't impress me. And then I went to go see the movies, and I was like, yeah, that's why the trailers didn't impress me, because the movie is trash. Um, it will make less than Black Widow. No, it won't.
Did Black Widow wasn't that released at the same time?
It's streaming. Yeah. There's no way. I think they should have gone with Power Girl.
You can't introduce Power Girl yet.
No, it should have been Wonder Woman. That's what it should have been. You know, Mando and Grogu at 33 million so far.
It's even more because money is coming in. I'm telling you, we're gonna be looking at it Tuesday, and we're gonna be saying, "Wow, I made $175 million over the weekend."
You too know I can bring receipts. Receipts on what though?
She's talking about what she's saying because Fernando's talking about he's keeping receipts, and she's saying that all that stuff.
Oh, it said, look on IDMB. Gunn is the producer, but producer, yes, his name is going to be a producer in all of it, though, Mama Bear. It's writing and directing. That's what you need to be looking at to understand that it's a James Gunn movie. Kevin Feige is the producer on every single Marvel movie that we have so far, right? Half of them he didn't have nothing to do with. You know what I mean? Like, it's producing credits. He's going to have that. Supergirl comes out a week after Toy Story 5. I'm not sure Toy Story 5 is going to do as well as people think it will. It'll probably do great for the kids, but I think it's kind of played out.
It's in the summertime when everyone and their mama wants the kids to be out of the damn house.
Yeah.
That's the problem. So what? So how much do you think Toy Story 4 did?
I'm not sure. Did it make over $1 billion?
No, hell no.
Oh, really? I know previous Toy Stories have made billions, right?
International gross, I think, is 639.8. So almost 640. No, Toy Story 4, that was international. It made $640 million.
Okay.
It grossed over $1 billion.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
that's what I thought.
Grossed over $1 billion. So Toy Story 5 could be a problem. It could be a real problem. And then Minions coming out like 5 days later. The Minions one comes out like 5 days after Supergirl is released. It's in a place, I've been talking about this for like months. It's in a place where there's a problem.
Yeah.
We have issues. And we're worried about that.
Too many movies coming out around it. Absolutely. The same here. When this movie is a success, I'm going to play and laugh at all the haters. Wonder Woman popular, but people only saw Captain Marvel for Endgame. I think it had a lot to do with that. That's probably what pushed it over the limit. But there's a few people out there that like Captain Marvel. You know, Earth doesn't have yellow sun. It's white, and the yellow due to the atmosphere. Yeah, we know. They lied and said we need to watch it.
They did.
Yeah.
When they talk about Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel only did well because it was insinuated heavily that it was important to Endgame. But you can't say that. That could be a part of it, but that might not have been the only reason, though, right? We can't sit here and speculate that that's the only reason why it did good. People liked Captain Marvel. They thought it was a decent movie. Give us Storm or Scarlet Witch movies. Yeah, we could do that.
I would love a Storm movie. I would love a Storm overall, like, kind of basis of how she started off. She has a great storyline before she becomes the X-Men. That would be good. I would like that.
She's girl from
the female.
Yeah, absolutely. The girl from the CW show looked more like Supergirl. I
have no problem with that.
She was okay, but behind the little comments got pastry and back home. Oh shit. All right, my bad. Someone said she looks like Will Potter, and I can't unsee it. Oh gosh.
Oh man. Okay.
Producer means his fingers are in it. No, it does not. No, it does not. You see some movies where it's like, and you can Google it. Sometimes they just give people producer or editor or stuff
or writer. So
or
when
writer.
say if it's a book adaptation, they'll put the writer of the book as a producer, even though he doesn't have
Yes,
anything to do with the same.
exactly. Because the more credits you have, then the more money they could pay you and stuff like that, right? So just because his name's producer does not mean he has his finger on it, Mama Bear. That is
Well, I
not
think he
true.
does have the universe, so it has to be in his universe, so it's in his playing box, so it kind of
Yes.
does work with it still.
No, 100%. Like, okay, so Kevin Feige, right? You can do this, you can do that. But go ahead and make your movie. You can't do this, or you can do this, right? But you can make your movie as long as you make it, but you can't do this and you can't do that. That's what James Gunn is doing, right? So he's putting the blueprint for the universe in there. But when people are making their movies, like, you go ahead and make your movie. The guy says, I want to put Lobo in this movie. You're like, yeah, okay, you can do it, or no, you can't, right? That's what the producer does. It's not, he doesn't have his finger in there. Black Widow did $550 million with Disney Plus included. So I'm saying Supergirl won't do more than $550 million.
How do you include with Disney Plus?
Yeah, I know.
I just want to know that. Like, and if you have a good answer for me, that's cool. Because I thought for me, Black Widow did $379 million.
Yeah, that's it. Look at Mario Galaxy didn't touch $1 billion yet. Yeah,
it won't.
Because you know why? Because people said Mario Galaxy wasn't a good movie.
No, the real reason is because they pulled it out of the theaters too early, and you can have it at home 1 month after it was released.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. You can watch Mario Galaxy right now at home.
Yeah, I know I can watch it now, but I didn't know it was. How much y'all think Michael will finish off with? $1 billion.
It's close.
Yeah, I already said that.
They'll probably stay in there until the $1 billion hits. I think we'll be talking about, so next, not this month, but I'll say the June 1st, we'll be talking about how Michael made $900 million in the month of May. I think we'll be talking about $900 million in the first month.
Absolutely. And I said people hate on Captain Marvel, but do a ranking. It shouldn't be in your bottom 10 if you're truly honest. No, I agree with you. CW Supergirl is fire. She looked the part. I don't where they found her, but she was the best version of the character I seen. She was okay. I didn't think she was that great. I thought she was okay. A producer is a title that means salesperson. Yeah, pretty much. Captain Marvel is in the bottom 10. Ooh, I don't think so. He said, fine, don't believe me. And unless you're sitting there in the production meetings, Mama Bear, like all the reporting and the stuff, the rumors on James Gunn and this, like it means nothing. It means nothing. We eating this year so many interesting movies. Absolutely. I've said nothing. The folks arguing what a producer done as playing games, they know better. They're just hating on James Gunn. Yeah. Michael making $800 to $90 million at least.
No, I think it's going to be there by the end of the month. By the end of the month, we're going to have it over the $900 million mark. And we're going to be sitting there. Everyone who says I was crazy about saying it's $1 billion movie, I understand where y'all came from. I can understand and say you're wrong, but I can understand.
Yes, we do, Mama Bear. If Michael makes $1 billion, I am supposed to get a $500 super track from Monique Jones. I know that ain't happening, but it is whatever. And we see you with the eyes there. Thank you for popping in. Much appreciated. So we got through these comments. We are going to move on to the next topic. The next topic is going to be shared or done by the homie. So we're going to switch him over here. And then we're going to move on to the next topic. And this is where people like leave the show and start. People are going to leave the show and they're not going to want to watch anymore. See, look. He froze already. Look at this. Look. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. He's gone. Just as I was about to switch him over, he's gone. You see, my StreamYard just doesn't want Bryon to lead the show. I love my Temu StreamYard. They know who the man is, right? It's like Big Ford Entertainment. This is your show. You got to do it. And and Mama Bear, you have my Instagram send me some, and X and Facebook. Send me some of the stuff you're talking about over there. All right, I want to see your receipts. Send it to me. Said Nzo, I want my money for Michael. No, Anik Jones. I never agreed to pay you. You agreed to pay me. I want my money, bro. Hey, listen, I'm going to find you. All right? If I don't get my $500 super chat, I'm going to find you, bro. It's going to be me and you. You are not going to be on a stream without me in the comments saying, where's my money? Let's move on. Bryon, say something because it sounds like you're muted. Yeah, it sounds like he's muted. Don't hear nothing. Can't hear you, Bryon. Lauren said, set him up. Yeah, I didn't set him up, bro. It's just my team.
But this is, he's obviously doing this because obviously I'm around any other time. We all see this stuff. I can't believe this. This is crazy.
I swear I'm not doing it, guys.
Crazy,
I swear I'm not doing it. But, you know, my team who StreamYard knows who the man is, and they're like, nope, we're not doing this. Cut him off.
This is terrible. Every time I have to do this, I'm like, okay, they knew I'm about to talk. I'm about to go, we're about to go Vault Rising, and then they're like, cut him out.
Yeah, they cut him off. It's like, nah, we ain't doing that. Anzo's the man on this channel. We can do that. We don't need no secondary dude leading the stream. What are we doing here?
We'll know what's going to happen. We'll see what happens, guys.
Let's move on.
All right, we'll talk about something good finally, and someone who will talk about it, not hating on it. Hey, who knew that actually could happen?
Yes, I did. Yes, I do, Mama Bear. I do. I want to go down our road. You know me, I'm always down for the smoke, so let's do it.
I thought we were doing the movie web one. You got the comic book movie one up.
All right, the wrong one up. Oh, my bad. Hold on. Switch up. Boop. There we go.
There we go. Okay. Vault Rising trailer reveals Jensen Ackles' Soldier Boy origin story. All right. I'm going to read through the article and then we'll talk about everything else. All right. While The Boys officially concluded in dramatic fashion on May 20th with the series finale, the story is far from over as Prime Video has a new spinoff in place of the title Vault Rising. The new series will bring Jensen Ackles back as Soldier Boy for a thrilling origin story highlighting his early days as a hero in the 1950s during Vault's initial rise to corporate dominance. Following his notable absence in the Boys series finale, before which Homelander put him back into a crowd chamber, this series will show Ackles' hero in his heyday about 70 years prior to the main storyline. The plot details have been kept largely under wraps. Vault Rising is confirmed to feature Jensen Ackles, along the Boys season 2 standout Aya Cash, who played the terrifying Nazi superhero Stormfront, revealed to have been married to Frederick Vought, the founder of Vought International. She took the first successful injection of Compound V and became the world's first superhero almost a century before the story shown in The Boys. As the storm from the last season of the Boys begins to calm, the show's streaming home is wasting no time in reassuring viewers that more is on the way. Prime Video revealed that the first official trailer for the new Vault Rising series, which will be the second new spinoff for from the Boys. The trailer provides the first look at Jensen Ackles, titular Vault hero in 1950. Complete with a new green costume that wears decades before his return to action in the original series.
Let's watch trailer. Yeah, let's do it. I know you said you never seen it, right?
Nope, I seen it. This will be my first time watching it.
Cool.
You know, if you're working on something, maybe I could help. I want to fight for the flag. I want to be a hero.
Always in church, people say. We are in this holy way.
God blessed us with these extraordinary heroes.
There are strange things happening. happening every day. Every day.
There is a brighter future. All we need to do is take it.
No, that's interesting. My question is, how's there a black superhero for coming from a Nazi woman? I'm just asking a question.
They made a black superhero in the 1950s. What?
Yeah, like,
Really?
what are we doing? I don't say if she's Nazi, why is she gonna give a black man superhero powers? You know, you're not gonna be able to control that. That's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a problem. So interesting. Okay, whatever. So in the trailer, Soldier Boy is desperate to make a name for himself as a hero when he meets Stormfront, who is still using her natural German accent in this series. Vaught's early attempts to use the Compound V are shown as a new team of heroes jumping to action against powerful foes. The 90-second video ends with Stormfront saying that there will be a better future out there, and that she and Soldier Boy have to take it before the show's 2027 release. Time frame is confirmed. Saying that there's a better future. The 2027 timeframe is confirmed, although much is still being kept from the Vault Rising trailer. Shows that the same intensity, gore, and darkness that the boys would use effectively in the 7 years of Prime Video. The show will also provide a look at Soldier Boy as a much different time in his life before he became the confident, arrogant Soup in season 3 and 5 of The Boys. He's expected to be one of the Vault's early success stories, which will lead to massive personality and attitude changes as he learns to use his powers. Okay. I'm okay with this. What are your thoughts, Nzo? You muted.
Sure. Oh yeah. Okay, so I think it's gonna be interesting. The one thing that I do hope is that they cut down on the stupid like sniffing the butt and all of that stuff in this series, right? I hope we go a little bit more serious than that. But this is the reason why season 5 of The Boys sucked. This is the reason why it sucked.
It seems like this is a very big budget. Like they went all out for this spinoff. I'm all for it. I'm all to see Vault Rising, see what they're doing. But my question is, then, if you were going to put this much money into this, why does season 5 storyline seem to kind of stall out? And then you try to take your way away from comic books as much as you could, and then all of a sudden you go back towards the comic book at the finale. There's so many problems I have with The Boys season 5, and it seems like it's because their focus was something different. The focus had to be on Vault Rising.
100%. And it took away from the scorched earth that we were supposed to get, right? You remember when they had that scene in The Boys where they were Homelander and Soldier Boy were talking together, and it's like, oh yeah, this finale is going to be crap. When I went back and watched it, I was like, wait a minute. They barely even destroyed the White House. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so in the room, the Oval Office of the White House, and that's it?
Yeah,
no one died. All these people in the room, and no one died, and all this stuff is going on. Like, really? Really, this was happening?
Yeah, it was really... It was really underwhelming. There were some good moments in it, but to me, it was really underwhelming. Like, I think you said it on one of the streams, it's like, why didn't you just use Soldier Boy? Yep. Why did you have so it took them how many years to get Soldier Boy to have his power, and Kimiko they did in an episode.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like they gave rid of Soldier Boy power in an episode. And it's like, why do that when you had Soldier Boy? Right? I get it, you wanted to, I guess shelf him for whatever you have coming up. But when you start thinking ahead instead of where you are, you ruin what you're working on. And I think that's what happened. They were thinking ahead to VOT Rising the last season. Oh, we got to get VOT Rising out there. And because a lot of this season felt like it was a straight up promotion for VOT Rising. I didn't like that.
I agree. And I think that the show itself suffered because of it. And my honest thoughts on the finale are just it was okay. It was okay.
Yeah.
And for a series that was one of the best things we had on TV for 7 years, for 5 seasons, to just go out with just like it's not good. It's unbecoming of it.
Oh, you were talking about that bet, Mama Bear. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I am supposed to get my
I know. This mofo though tried to trick me and was like, "Oh no, you owe me 2." Like, nah, bro. It was one comic. It was a 25. It was supposed to make more. Did it make more than 500 million?
We're gonna, I already did that too. But there's actually 2 of them. But that's all right because it was the weekend and then it was the overall money, and both of them I succeeded on. Actually,
no. The only we did talk about the weekend, but the only bet was the overall one. Listen, all right, and I know you guys collector, clip it. Right, go back to, please do me a favor. Go back to a stream and find it for we did the bet. I think we did it on this show.
Yes, we did, and you're gonna be very upset, guys.
We do so many damn shows, and I got so many damn bets out there. All right. So I know I'm gonna lose to Bryon on this one. Unfortunately, I got one with Donnie. I got one with Donnie that I do not really want to lose. At least I know I'm gonna get some money from Monique Jones in about 2 weeks' time from there, right? So when I get my $500 super chat from him, I will use that to pay off Danny, and I'll use that to pay off Bryon. All right, I mean it doesn't come out of my own pocket. If I have to pay Danny, I still got faith in my team, but hopefully I don't have to pay Danny.
All right, let's look at the comments because that's hilarious. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm a bear. I hate the one person I hate having to be wrong with is this guy over here. I can't.
Look, come on. We knew when you made the bet. It was because you didn't know. That's all this was. This was a bet because you didn't know what this was going to go. What was going to be. That's all this was.
That product's trash. That's what I was hoping for. But whatever. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I'll send him a stupid comic book. I don't know already.
Hey, I just got this one.
And I gotta go. First off,
number 1.
I gotta find a freaking comic book that he doesn't already have. It has to be a $25 freaking comic book, and then I gotta fucking send it to him, which is gonna cost me like another $30.
Exactly.
Caca.
I'm gonna start just sending him ideas like, "Hey, send this one."
I'm gonna just send him the money and say, "Here, buy it yourself. You want, all right?" And make it easier for me because then I don't have to ship anything. Have y'all seen the Moana? Thank you. Live action preview. I was actually shocked it didn't look bad. It might be pretty good.
All right, so this is what I'm gonna tell you about it. I've been watching it for a long time, and I know what to expect from it. The wig was terrible. Like
someone said that on the stream. Yeah,
it's awful.
Someone said that on the stream too.
So Michael has $733,452,848 already.
Yep,
it's coming.
It's coming. Said set him up. I did. Bryon can't hear you. Go ahead.
So Chill already lost. He said it wouldn't go over $725 million. And Chill was wrong a lot. So he said it wasn't going to have a big international dollar. I was like, it's going to be a bigger international movie than it is even domestically. That was just wrong in so many different ways.
The problem that I have with what Chill said is like, Chill, you're not that much younger than us. So you know what Michael Jackson was and what he meant, especially overseas. To think that it wouldn't make that, because I know we always said the domestic numbers are probably going to be a lot lower than the international. We all knew that, right? Like, so I don't get that one.
Well, I didn't know because I mean, the report was that this is it that whole tour
last concert, yeah.
If he had $0 at the beginning of the concert. By the end of the concert, Michael Jackson would be close to having $1 billion. Like, can you imagine? If he did that entire tour, he would have made that much money in one. So
facts.
International, come on, man.
Facts, 100%. And the reason why it was starting off international because that's where the people wanted to see him, right? America would have did good. America would have, but international numbers was always going to make Michael Jackson money.
Yep. I'm not going to read that part.
I'm gonna read it. You know, I'm not gonna let this one pass, Mama Bear. You know that, right? Said Mama Bear is one of the haters for Supergirl. Yes,
Mama Bear is not a hater. She is awesome. Nope, not me.
No, Mama Bear is awesome, but she's an awesome hater, though, right? Mama Bear, you see, when it comes to the Zack Snyder and the James Gunn stuff, Mama Bear's a bigger hater than I am. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? So, Mama Bear, we got a lot in common, right? I'm a hate. Yeah, 100%. The way I hate the Batman is the exact same way she hates the James Gunn movies. Like, we the same, Mama Bear.
Don't let him be Palpatine. Don't let him be Palpatine. No.
No, you know what? I'll even let Mama Bear be. I'll let Mama Bear be the Palpatine to my Darth Kaka. Right? You can be the Palpatine to my Darth Kaka, Mama Bear. Collectively, man, I'm still here, Nzo. Yeah, I know you still here. Don't worry. I'm not done with you. He said, sure you want to go down that road? I said, I did already.
Nope. I don't want that hate. The smoke's too much for me.
Yo, I embrace the smoke. Give me that smoke. I'm about to smoke up right after this stream, so let's do it.
I don't hate Supergirl. I just have low expectations based on what we are seeing, which I understand. I understand that too. Yeah, I look at all the movies around it, and I've said it multiple times. I agree. Usually, the trailers are the best parts. I'm hoping that there's a lot more to it. But
me too. Okay, we got that.
You can't hear. He looks like Robin with that mask on.
Who does?
I think it's a trailer.
Oh, okay. I got you.
So was expecting a bigger fight between Homelander and Butcher. How did Ryan lose his powers if he was a natural born soup? Yeah, there's a lot of questions with that. And we don't
know that yet, though. Yeah, we don't know that yet. So I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt right now because we don't know if he lost his powers. But if he did, then I could see where you guys have an issue, 100%.
But it's possible that he didn't. We never had to see that with Ryan. We don't know what happened with him.
Absolutely.
So, I'll race down the road in light speed, Mama Bear. Say the word. It was Clara would have wanted. It's what Clara would have wanted. Yeah, I understand. That's what he said. Yeah. So stop quoting Butcher. So I'm glad I skipped the boys. This season wasn't much. There wasn't a lot to really love in this season.
Agreed. I think Homelander should have got the V1 like episode 2 or 3. And then we could have had this big epic, battle and stuff like that. Because even, and we'll get into that when we do the
V1 stuff, the whole storyline was just not great. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we had the virus, right? They talk about the virus, then we lose the virus for a bit, and then all of a sudden the virus is back into play at the end. Yeah.
Why do we do it this way?
Yeah.
Why did people try to compare Stormfront to Storm?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
Because I already know I won't be watching it. I understand. I hope we get to see some titties and women cheeks.
Facts, at least. I'm right there with you. I'm tired of seeing the men's penises and butts hanging around. I want to see some women. I said that last year. I want to see some titties.
You did say that.
Rewatch Hero Guys.
Yeah, it is. That's all you gotta do. Rewatch it.
Yeah, she sent
Mama Bear says I got receipts. That's a receipt.
Well, so first off, I can't bring that up now, Mama Bear. So send it to my Twitter, please. Yeah.
So Claire was getting more wood than a campfire.
Yeah.
They made sure to show the two black characters. People thought this was a Nazi show, and the reason Gen V got canceled.
Mm-hmm.
So what bet? So I don't know how to clip stuff, so you'll have to ask someone else. The bet between he and I about Michael, and that Michael was going to be second, and that Deborah West Prada was going to win that weekend. I said that immediately, and then that Deborah West Prada was going to make over $500 million.
Don't clip it. Just find the video and send it to me if you have it. Just send me the one where we did it. Tell me the timestamp. I'll take care of the rest.
He don't want to see that. He'll see. He just throw it in the trash. You won't know.
Hold on. No, the fuck it was not. I'm sorry for cursing. No, it was not Anik Jones. No. The bet was you came on the stream and you said I will send you guys a $500 super chat if Michael Jackson makes $1 billion. You never said anything about us sending or me sending you that. No, that wasn't the bet.
And you said specifically you didn't say anything about me. I'm not sending you. If it does, you got to send me. You said that.
Yes, that's exactly what you said. 100%. Go ahead.
Disney needs to stop remaking cartoons into live action with the same plot.
I guess.
Sometimes it's gonna piss you off if it doesn't, because The Lion King pissed off more people than people loved it because they changed the plot, changed the point of the movie. I think you have to kind of watch what you do, especially when it's a classic.
I agreed.
Hey, Bryon, I don't know if you saw my comment last Thursday, but I said if you guys are able to do a Masters of the Universe sword popcorn bucket for me, I will send you the money. If I get it, I already said if I get it and they have 3, I'm just gonna grab as many as they let me buy, and then we'll figure it out.
Yeah, send one of them other efforts to me because I ain't spending no $65 for no popcorn bucket. I'm not doing that. I went there to the theater today, and when I went to go see Mando, and I was like, oh, so first off, we only had the tin popcorn bucket with the Grogu on it, and that was $65. And I was like, hell no, I only spent $16 for the popcorn bucket, the Michael popcorn bucket. I'm going to spend $65 because this one has a Grogu on it? That's not happening.
Yes, this is my popcorn bucket.
You see, I would have bought that one. I wouldn't have spent $65 for it, though.
$75.
Yeah, even worse. I'm not doing that. Nope, sorry.
Man, dude, Grogu. Hey, this is awesome. This thing is gigantic.
Listen, it hurts when I go to a movie and I'm already spending almost $100 at a movie. Now I'm gonna spend $200 because I need to buy this popcorn bucket. Nah, bro, I'm good. I'm good.
Man, money for the same value I pay for it. Yeah, no, I got you. No, if I can get it, I'll grab it. Mama already read it. That's why I said if they're sure they want to go down that road. Yeah.
Now, what I will do is if he gets 3 and wants to give one away for a giveaway, I'll give him half for that. And we can do the giveaway on that.
Oh, that, bro.
I can do that.
Okay. I hate James Gunn. Mama Bear ain't alone. Also, look up James Gunn's book, The Toy Collector. That's one reason why I hate him.
Look at James Gunn's book, The Toy Collector. Okay.
To be honest, Michael already beat Bohemian Rhapsody because Michael was in theaters for 4 to 5 weeks. Bohemian Rhapsody was in there for 5 to 6 months. That's why it made $910 million. It's going to be the overall in 1 month. In 1 month, we're going to be sitting there like, wow, it's right there now.
And think about that, Anik. All right? Think about that. It was only in theaters for 4 to 5 weeks, and Rhapsody was there for 5 to 6 months. So how long do you think Michael's going to be in theaters for? 4 to 5 at least. You know what I mean?
I think
4 to 5 at least
through July.
Yeah, it's gonna make $1 billion. Cha-ching.
So he also went after my friends, which is why she doesn't mess with him. I understand. Bryon Alonso, did you hear that Michael is coming out 4K in July or August? I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah, me too.
Because right now my pre-orders still say December.
And to be honest with you, as long as it's making money, they're not taking that out of the theater. It went back to #1 last week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what are we talking about? And then with Mando and Grogu coming out, it'll probably lose to that this week. But if nothing
It's
comes
gonna
out
be a
next
fight
week,
week 2 or 3. It's gonna be a
yeah,
fight.
absolutely, 100%, 100%.
I'm not Snyder hater, just a defender of my boy Gunn when folks go after him unjustly.
I'm not a Snyder hater either, right? And I think Mama Bear knows that. I'm not a Snyder hater. I sit here and tell you guys that freaking Justice League was better than Endgame, which people go crazy over. But
We assume you drinking and high, so we
you
don't even
see,
worry about your points.
you see what I'm saying, Mama Bear? At least back me up on that one, Mama Bear. That Justice League is better than Endgame. At least back me up on that one. All right.
Y'all could be on that hill, die alone on that hill. I don't hate James Gunn. I think he needs to focus on the main characters more instead of D-list.
Facts.
No, Mama Bear, Art Dog, I don't want to go down that road with you.
Listen.
Don't do it. No,
I
don't
ain't scared of you,
no.
Mama Bear. I ain't scared of you, all right? And you know what? I was even sitting there. And I'm like, you know what, Mama Bear? We gonna do a stream together, and we gonna get on a stream together, and we gonna talk about this James Gunn hate that you have for him, and we gonna settle it right then and there. Just
stay away from me, collector. Stay away from the light.
I want that smoke, Mama Bear. You know it. So we'll set something up. You have your proof ready. I have my proof ready, and we'll do it. We'll do this. Yes, 100%. It will be fun.
James Gunn was offered a job fair in Square, and the Snyder fans just got into their feelings about it and have been annoying ever since. Okay, James Gunn. I'm not even gonna start opening that thing, man. I'm not
gonna. Yeah, you know why? You know why Bryon's not gonna open it, right? You know why he's not gonna do it? Because he don't want Mama Bear mad at him. Because Mama Bear is the queen of the Spoiler Kings channel. Ooh.
So they already talk about Snyder. Both Brandon and Tank talk about Snyder, and I don't necessarily agree with all the hate. There's things I don't like. I hate Batman versus Superman. I hate it. But I think Justice League was fine. I think it was pretty good. I think I would have liked I think Batman would have been the best thing that he's ever done. I think Snyder with Batman would have been incredible. So that's why I try not to hate on it.
I think for me, and I know why people have a problem with the Justice League stuff is because it was on streaming. It was a 4-hour movie that had a lot of stuff that you could take it out. But I think that if it would have came out in theaters, he would have cut it down to about 3 hours, and it would have been a lot tighter. We wouldn't have the freaking singing.
That's the problem. It should have been. And if it does, it would have made the quality of the movie better. I think it could.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with that.
It was 50 here. Man, we need to go where you are. You in California? It was only 50. I got the Mando helmet. The Mando helmet is $50 here. Yeah.
I got you.
Slither was better than 300.
Listen. All right. Okay. All right. Here we go. Thank you, Fernando, because me and you on the same page. 300 is so freaking overrated. It's not funny, bro. That movie is not as good as people say it is. I just saying, like, I didn't like it. I was like, okay, it's fine, but
I liked it. I thought it was fine. It was fun.
Do you think it's overrated though?
No, I think it's rated right where it should be. I don't think it's one of the greatest of all time. I think it's good though. I think it's almost great. So if I was rating 300, it would probably be in my top 100 movies of all time.
Do you think? Because a lot of people think it's one of Snyder's best movies.
I don't know. Is it one of the Snyder's best movies of all time? Maybe. The problem is really the shot for shot on 300. It's out of the comic book. Or the graphic novel, it's really shot for shot that, and it's great. But I don't know how it doesn't show his creativity because I think Snyder's a more creative person than just what we got from that. So maybe that's what I'll say.
What's better, 300 or oh my God, the movie I was thinking about just slipped my mind. It'll come back to me.
Dawn of the Dead, Watchmen. Which one?
Watchmen. That's it. Watchmen. Yeah.
300 is better than Watchmen. I have problems with Watchmen. I have problems.
Okay.
I have problems with. I think I like Sucker Punch.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
really?
Yeah, I actually like Sucker Punch. I know a lot of people don't, but I do.
That was. You know what? I'll watch Sucker Punch again because I know the first time I seen it, this was ass, bro. I was like, what is this crap, bro? I was like, this is garbage.
I mean, Rebel Moon is why that's why I got off the boat.
Rebel Moon was trash.
But I think Batman would have been good, man. I really do.
I agree. I think he would have did a good job with Batman, especially with Ben Affleck there, 100%.
Sansa said, I need my pocketbook. My pockets, shit, too expensive.
Yeah, 100%.
So Slither wasn't better than 300. I don't think it was better. I think 300 is better. Universal would take streaming time. Would be like streaming time. Yeah, okay. I'm not a Snyder hater either. I'm just a defender of Supergirl.
I got you. Here we go.
Michael isn't going to be in theaters for 4 to 5 months. It was said Michael will be out of theaters by mid-June. So that $1 billion you're talking about isn't going to happen. So actually, I heard it's going to be out once again after the 4th of July weekend. That's when they're going to start losing and walking out because of the Odyssey's coming in. They're going to start packing out some of the theaters. Michael, as I said, by the time we get to June 1st, we're going to be talking about that $900 million mark, right? Could it make the $100 million? I told you it's going to be real close, but I think it's going to make it. Justice League was trash.
No, it wasn't. The Justice League was trash. Justice League wasn't.
Yeah, Joshua. The only pop-up bucket worth money is the Scary Movie bong.
100%. I am buying the bong, and hopefully it works.
All I need is give me Masters of the Universe. Castle Grayskull is really cool to have as a piece, but man, the sword, oh my god, bro, it'll be over. Yes, you admit Zack Snyder's Justice League was better than Endgame.
No, but you agree with me though, right? You think Zack Snyder's Justice League was better than Endgame too, right? Come on, my bear. Come on. You know you do.
Y'all could be on that hill alone. That's okay. I'm sorry. Endgame and Infinity War is 100% way better than Justice League. Yeah.
Infinity War. I agree.
Infinity War is miles ahead of miles ahead.
Yeah. Infinity War is there's no doubt.
Kal-El, no.
Kal-El, no.
Zack Snyder's Justice League is better than Endgame.
Yes.
Infinity War were better than both. 100%.
Agreed.
The only one movie Zack Snyder, only like one movie from Zack Snyder, and that's 300. I really have not liked any other movies that he's done. Okay.
I don't think it's the only one, but I think it's up there with one of his best. Even though I think it's overrated, I think it's still up there with one of his best.
I do not buy nothing to eat at the movies. I am a chef for a living. At the Cheesecake Factory, I just sneak food in from there.
Ooh, nice.
I see you. I hear you.
I need my popcorn, though. When I watch movies, I need popcorn.
Gladiator is good. 300 is mid.
Gladiator was fire.
Yeah,
second one was trash.
I didn't hate the second one. It was fine, I guess.
But the first one was classic, right?
Yeah.
That's Maximus. Classic. Yeah. Maximus, that's fire, bro.
Maximus Decimus really is. Let's go, Maximus. Well,
Facts.
Infinity War is a copycat of Zack Snyder's Justice League 1 and its preceding sequels that will come.
No, it's not. It is not a copycat of Justice League. It's not. So first off, it came out first.
Yeah,
so
I was like,
it came out first, so there's no way it could be a copycat of that. I don't get that one.
I don't want smoke, but I am not scared either.
Yeah, you scared, Fernando. We know you scared. It's okay.
I don't think Fernando's scared, but I'll tell you this one. I ain't trying to do it. Not me.
I'll take that smoke with any of you guys, all right? I don't run from no smoke. I'm the one that sits here every weekend and says the Batman is trash, and you guys trash me all the time.
You also don't go watch the Penguin. You like, the Penguin is trash, but never seen that one thing about it. So
I watched the first episode, and I was good. That's it. I'm good.
Who is Snyder without 300? He probably wouldn't have had the opportunity without 300. I'll say that.
Absolutely.
So I walk with 300. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Well, I already know you kind of like moving away from some of the stuff I say, anyways, Tamika, and I thought we were like, you know what I mean?
Because
I get you.
Tamika's smart. That's all. She listens to what she hears what you're saying. She's like, I can't even support that. Try. Let's say Sucker Punch doesn't hold your hand and give you a clear ending. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's trash.
No, that's not.
That's trash.
Yeah, Bryon likes Sucker Punch but dislikes The Boys. I don't dislike The Boys because I love The Boys. Season 1 through 4 were phenomenal. I'm saying season 5 was trash. That's what I'm saying. Not that I don't like The Boys. I think The Boys is epic. It's great. The season 5 sucked, and it was a mid finale for an entire series. Mid.
At least you know, Anik Jones, that Bryon does have some bad takes. All right, I'm just saying.
You
Not all of
like
Bryon.
you like season 5 of The Boys?
No, I didn't. But I'm just saying, I'd probably watch season. I'd watch season 5 of The Boys before I'd watch Sucker Punch again. No,
Sucker Punch is fine. It's fine. Sucker Punch. It's fun.
Yes, Fernando. Madam Web was better than Sucker Punch, 100%. I agree with you.
Y'all crazy.
I agree with you.
I saw a 2-year-old toddler take a dump, and that was better than Madam Web. He did it. It was better than Madam Web. That's what happened. 300 was nothing but long ass speeches. No, man, come on, Fernando. So I like both Zack Snyder's Justice League and Endgame. I don't like Endgame turned Cap into a creepy uncle that hits on his niece.
Mm-hmm. But what did you like better, Mama Bear? Come on, say it. I know you don't want to agree with me, but say it.
I fell asleep on Justice League in theaters.
Yeah, because the one in theaters was trash.
That was awful.
It was awful. Yeah.
Dave Filoni isn't going to take no risk at all with Star Wars. It's going to be more Mandalorian, Ahsoka, Maul characters moving forward.
That's the problem that I have, Kevin, where I've said it many times, where we need to get away from this era of Star Wars. Because if you're going to do what you're doing and change things around, then move to something in the past or something in the future where you can do certain things and be like, okay, we're going to do this. And it's Star Wars, but at least it's your own take on Star Wars. You know what I mean? Like The Mandalorian, I'm sorry, but the music, and people are saying, oh, the music was great. No, the music in The Mandalorian was trash. I did not like the music in The Mandalorian at all. At all.
Okay. If Masters of the Universe fares better than Amazon expects, do you see them reconsidering putting Voltron in theaters? It has to make $600 million for them to put Voltron in theaters.
Mm-hmm. And it has to make money because we want Thundercats. I don't care about Voltron. I want Thundercats.
Thundercats. Yeah. That's what I'm telling you. Thundercats and Silverhawks is what we need. You can do it all in one movie.
And then you can get you get these movies that are good. Then you can get like Cops. You can get like Mask, right? You can get like a lot of these other ones that maybe weren't so popular, but were still good, right? Cops was fire. A lot of people didn't watch that crap though, you know? Biker Mice from Mars. Imagine a Biker Mice from Mars. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Trust me.
That's a good one. Oh, trust me, it's a copycat. If it started with Civil War, ask yourself why Captain America 3 wasn't Surplus Society, but Civil War instead.
No. So Civil War, again, it wasn't a copycat because Civil War came out first, but Civil War was a direct answer to Batman versus Superman. That's why they did that with Civil War, because they knew DC was coming out with Batman versus Superman, and they said, we're going to do this one with Civil War. So that's what they did. Yeah.
And they did better. Nzo and Mama Bear, you guys must be smoking some real high shit over there.
I don't think Mama Bear smokes.
I was like, Nzo maybe. Mama Bear, I'm not going to know. She's good. So I didn't like the Batman, love the Penguin.
Half of your statement is good. The other half is trash, Tamika.
No, see, this is why, once again, he don't know. He don't know. See, I don't smoke weed. Yeah. I don't drink alcohol either. I know she doesn't. Yeah. She stays away from all of that. To say that Zack Snyder is Justice League is better than Endgame and Infinity War, you must be smoking some real heavy stuff.
He said, be careful, Dave. Facts. Facts. You don't want me and Mama Bear going at you because I still got a bone to pick with you. All right. Now, if I bring Mama Bear on board, yeah, we're going to smoke you, bro. You don't want none of that.
What we could say, Nzo is high enough for everybody. That's all.
Yeah, you can say that. I'll smoke one for you, for him, for her, for you know what I mean. I'll smoke one for all you guys. We're good.
So the main actress from Sucker Punch was hot.
She was all right.
I still have not seen Madam Web. I refuse to. You're not missing nothing, man.
Don't blame you.
I'm openly bi-comical. I can like both.
Mom Bear, come on. Come on, Mom Bear.
It's like me. Like I can like both. I can like DC and
Come on, Mom Bear. Come on, Mom Bear. Do it. Say it. Just say it. Do it. Do it.
Madam Web should have never been made. Yes, I agree. Madam Web should have never been made. Justice League was too similar to Avengers. But they did it in response. They're trying to catch up when they don't have to. They have the better characters. You don't need to compete. If you don't believe me, look at the damn comic books now.
Facts.
Like literally, DC is destroying Marvel. DC comic books are destroying what Marvel is doing. And that's because you have the better characters. You don't need to compete with them. Just be yourself.
Absolutely.
So yes, because Justice League was made by the Avengers 1 director. It is a team-up movie. It will be similar. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Did you guys hear that the early reactions to Masters of the Universe was actually better than Mandalorian and Grogu early reactions? That's not hard.
Yeah, for sure. That's not hard. Mando was garbage. Mando was garbage. He said, you can't smoke weed? I got you.
I was a smoke detector telling on him. That's what... it was you know, you have instance. Nzo just go ahead and light it.
Facts.
Mama Bear asked Zach, when you have ever had a chance, why did Doomsday have to look the way he did? Oh, why did Doomsday have to?
Doomsday looked good.
He's
Doomsday? Yeah, I thought Doomsday looked good in Justice League.
I think it looked better in Zack Snyder one instead of.
Oh yeah, the Zack Snyder one. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he looked good.
Thundercats wasn't Avatar close enough? No. Doomsday made Thanos look like a California raisin. Just as scary. I can't smoke either, Mama Bear. I hope you know I was joking. Yeah. Madam Web were made about 4 attractive women. That is all. And even they couldn't save the movie because the movie was that bad.
Yeah. It was really bad.
The 2 Justice League movies were almost the same movie, just added some stuff. I think Snyder did a much better. The Snyder cut was much better and explained a lot more and went to depth about some things that made more sense. They also had some shit that should have been cut. I think it could have been a decent movie. If that was the first movie that came out, I think we would have received it a lot better.
Absolutely, 100%. And I say this, right? Yeah, there was some similar stuff in there because, of course, they had to use what was already filmed for the movie, and then Josh Whedon did his stuff to ruin it. But I think the Justice League, you can really see that this was 2 different movies. And then it's like you changing the look of Steppenwolf when I thought Steppenwolf looked badass in Zack Snyder's Justice League. I'm like, why would you change that? You didn't need to change that. Like, there was so much things that they changed where I was like, you didn't need to do that. So, yeah.
Yep, his smoke detector is telling on him, chill out on the weed.
No, sir. No, sir. The weed is what allows me to deal with you mother effers in the comments, all right?
I don't think he can't even stop anymore. If he did, he would just like shrivel up. It's like the painting of Dorian Gray. Like if without the weed, Nzo would just be a different person. We don't even know.
Yeah. I'd be on here ranting and calling you guys all kinds of names and crap. You know what I mean? So we're not gonna do that.
It's good. I'm probably the only one not interested in Marvel until they properly recast T'Challa. You're not the only one. And I tell you, like I'm ready to get off the bus. I'm almost there.
Especially when we get Tucson in the next 2 movies. Oh yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. We're gonna have the real Black Panther in these 2 movies, boy. We got Tucson. What? And then they're gonna be calling him T'Challa, and he's gonna be doing the same things that T'Challa was. Danny, where you at? Where you at, Danny? Where you at, Danny? We're talking about T'Challa and Tucson now. Where you at? Danny popped in right away. Yes, Danny. Give us some Tucson talk, Danny. Let us know how good Tucson is going to be in the next two movies.
You know what? I'm gonna end this show real quick. We're gonna end this. Hurry up. We get this done. All these comments are done. Yeah, too long. Yeah, OTJ, you're going. Bryon can start on T'Challa. Yep, 100%. Y'all still going? Yep, 100%. Yep, yes, sir. No, I'm out. I can't do this no more.
We'll get into the last topic real quick,
Right
and then
now.
we will close it up because Bryon is having a heart attack. But it's okay. Tucson for the win.
I'm not ready anymore. Oh man. Oh, will Mandalorian and Grogu save Star Wars? Opening weekend estimates have started increasing. That's not the one you wanted to go talk about, is it? Do you want to do this one, or do you want to do the head box office one too?
We could do this one and then add on to the box office one too.
Because I agree with this one because I think it is going to do better. It is Rick like it's going to make more money than it was going before. So let's go ahead and pull this one up and see if I can have. Actually, I can read it off of yours. Why not?
Yeah, go ahead.
You scroll down though. All right.
Shit, my bad.
As The Mandalorian Grogu begins arriving in theaters, revised opening weekend estimates point to a surge in interest that could give the latest Star Wars movie a stronger than expected start. The Mandalorian Grogu has now started hitting theaters nationwide, but can the first Star Wars movie since 2019's Rise of Skywalker restore the long-running sci-fi franchise to its former glory. On Rotten Tomatoes, the first big screen adaptation of the Disney Plus series is currently sitting at 61%, meaning that it's a couple of percentages away from the potential slipping behind the Rotten Tomatoes territory, which based on 135 reviews, with at least another couple hundred yet to be counted, based on the past experience. Following the initial projections, the Mandalorian Grogu would open with $160 million at the worldwide box office. The Hollywood Reporter via sffgazette.com has shared some revised figures that bode well for the Mandalorian follow-up.
Interesting.
Let's see what it says. Tracking services show the Mandalorian Grogu opening roughly about $82 million in North America, an increase of $2 million from the numbers shared earlier the weekend. However, some exhibitors expect it to soar to $95 to $100 million over the long Memorial Day weekend. And that's what it is, because you get basically a 3 to 4 day weekend, because you come off on Thursday, you add the Monday. Now we're talking about $100 million domestically that we're going to hit, which will kill the numbers. If that's what we get, the numbers will get huge. Tracking services show the Mandalorian Grogu opening roughly. So I said that while it is potentially global, now sits about $160 million according to Disney insiders. The reports explain others who pay close attention to the social metrics are more bullish. A major advantage, arguably, that the family-friendly title of Star Wars film will make more money. One top financier who spoke believes the Mandalorian Grogu could open up with 105 in the U.S. and 85 overseas, making it $190 million global for the first weekend. Word of mouth across the social media is a key. Critics have become largely irrelevant to the performance. They explain the film's fate will also hinge on whether it draws the family audience, which is expected to happen. We expect the demographic to turn out. If it should not be grosses will be lower than our predictions. Historically, Memorial Day has driven by casual audiences deciding to go to the movies. Star Wars films have also relied on walk-up business. With all that being said, I think this is going to make a lot of money. The insider also includes that adding Disney may not too bothered by the box office figures. Why Grogu is a huge merchandise seller, and the Mandalorian has now had the presence in their theme parks. So now Mandalorian and Grogu is an advertisement for both of those. The Mandalorian Grogu has started off overseas and it's off to a slow start initially in Italy. And movie has grossed over 417,000 on Wednesday, which is on the lower side of the Disney IP in countries post-COVID, but still with everything everywhere else, the weekend will be okay. What do you think, man? With all this stuff, look at all the numbers. Where do you think the money is going to end up this weekend? And then what do you think is going to happen overall? Mute it.
Shit, I don't know why I did that. So yeah, I'm going to talk about this one real quick because this is the one original where it said Mandalorian Grogu headed for box office flop after Thursday previews. So Disney and Star Wars are back on the big screen for the first time in more than half a decade. The Mandalorian's opening for Thursday showing, bringing Pedro Pascal back as Din Djarin. This movie pits him and his little green friend on a new mission after largely staying out of the game, putting them in league with terrifying Hutt clan and facing a new horde of enemies. Alongside Pascal, Steve Bunn reprises his role as Zeb Orluris, and while other newcomers Jeremy Allen White, Sigourney Weaver, and Oscar-winning director Martin Scorsese. But
damn, hit me.
Look at that. All right. It says, while early reviews from selected fans tease an exciting movie, it's basically saying here that as reported by Deadline, Lucasfilm, The Mandalorian Grogu goes to about 12 million domestically in its first Thursday previewing showing, which ranks the lowest opening for a Thursday total for the Star Wars movie since 1983, Star Wars Return of the Jedi. So I want to bring that up because it did track as having the worst Thursday, but it's possible that, like Bryon said, some of these kids are out there saying it's great and it's picking up pace for that. So I don't like the movie, but again, I don't want it to flop because anytime we get a flop, if this flops and then Starfighter flop, you got 2 Star Wars flops in a row, which is be extremely bad for Star Wars, and that's not what I want.
I look at this movie, and I'd say that I did not think it was a good movie. I think that overall they made a mistake the way they released this stuff. I look at it. It's going to make money because of the kids. It is family friendly. My kids were able to watch it. There's no problems. There wasn't even a lot of violence. There was no gore. There's no nothing at all of Star Wars. You know, there wasn't even really like limbs being chopped off or anything like that. There's nothing to that effect. So family's going to go see this, and it's going to be big. I mean, I think that the number is going to be, once again, I said it's going to get to $500 million. I stand by that number. I think this would be a low number for Star Wars movies, but it's going to be overall a decent number. So it is.
And I got it making about Solo type of numbers, right? But I'm not making no bets on this one. I already lost a couple of bets. I'm not making no bets on this. But
at that first weekend, you'll be like, it's already halfway there.
Yeah, hope. But I also think that it'll probably make money in its first week. But I think there's going to be a huge drop off for week 2, and that's where it's going to come into where Michael can probably pick up some more steam during the week 2 of Mando. So I think there's going to be a huge drop off for it. But other than that, I mean, it's a nothing burger of a movie for me. Like really and truly nothing. Danny was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go talk about it." And I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." Because when I came home, I was gonna do it, and I was like, "It's not worth it. I'm not setting up a stream to go talk about this crap. I don't want to do it." So I was waiting for someone to do it, and Danny said he's gonna do it. And I said, "Yeah, Danny, send me the link. I'll come over there and trash this movie." I just didn't feel like doing it myself. You know what I mean? But I don't see it making a lot of money, and I don't know what Starfighter is going to do. But it's a possibility where we could have 2 Star Wars flops in a row, and that's not good. That's not good. I don't want that.
I don't think we're going to get that. I think that, once again, a flop for Star Wars is $500 to $600 million.
Yeah.
That's where it is. And when you're saying it's going to be this low, I'm telling you, it's not, because Mandalorian and Grogu it's just such a big IP. Solo, when it came out, I think they didn't do a good job marketing it. I think it put it at the wrong time. I thought that it just didn't hit on all the stuff. When you talk about a family movie and you have Grogu in it and Baba Freak and all that stuff is going to be, people are going to go because of that. And kids are going to go because of that. And it's going to be, until we get Toy Story movie, the movie that families go to go see. And that's going to continue to drive the box office overall. And when we get back to it, I think we're looking at, once again, it's going to make $500 million.
Oof, that's tough. I could
if it makes
see it
$200
doing
million
that.
first weekend and it continues to go and kids are out of school, it's going to hit the number.
Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna make. I think its first weekend is going to be anywhere, and I know they track the numbers and the numbers are saying this, but I'm thinking maybe 112 at the most. You know what
Worldwide?
I mean?
I think it's gonna make 100. I think it's gonna
worldwide.
95 million just domestically. Just
really?
Domestically. When we get on Tuesday, you wake up Tuesday morning after the Memorial Day weekend, just domestically.
We'll see. I doubt it. We'll see. But you know what?
You want to bet?
No, I'm not betting. I'm not betting. Until I start winning some bets, I'm not betting right now. So when I get my money from Monique Jones, then I'm willing to be able to make some bets because that's free money. So I can bet on some free money, but I'm not losing no more of my money. I'm not doing that. I lost too much already. But Monique Jones, pay up, and then we can make some more. You know what I mean? Shit. If you want to go for a double or nothing, we can do that. Have $1,000 or something. I don't know. We can do something like that. But
don't do that. We ain't do it.
I want my money. No, I want my money. I want my money. I want the $5 bills.
Let's look at the comments you guys got with all this Mandalorian Grogu.
Let's go here.
So Zack Snyder's version took it from a D to a B movie.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm pretty much with you with that. But it was too long, and Endgame, Infinity War are still way better.
Infinity War, yes. Endgame, I don't know.
I think Endgame's better, but I think that Endgame has problems. But I think part of the problem with Justice League is that it had the first one, and that's what was going to bring it down a little bit more. You can't try to do a redo. You can't do Monday morning quarterback and they say, "Oh, but now I did it." No, I think that's always try to bust it down a little bit.
Yeah. Go ahead, read it.
The son is not T'Challa. I'm just trying not even to get started. I know where I want to go, and then it's gonna go from 0 to 100 real quick, and then I want to rip off my shirt and everything. And then we'll be here an hour later. I bet if Nzo stops smoking weed, he'll finally admit the Batman being good in Game of Thrones and House of Dragons. I don't think he's gonna say the Batman is good. There's not a weed strong enough to make him say that.
Facts, 100%.
This is what's gonna bother me. I don't know why Bryon tripping. T'Challa has been recasted.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with him. Donnie, we're on the same page, Donnie. You know what I mean? Same page.
You are wrong. All of you are wrong. Say, bro, I have that same Avengers t-shirt. Yeah, I woke up this morning. I was like, yeah, we could do the Avengers. Why not? It's fire.
Is Tassan on the t-shirt?
I get why Bryon is tripping, and I respect it. The Batman vs. Superman special 4K was awesome. It should have been the theatrical release. It's better. And it should have been better. It should have been the theatrical release. Yeah, $33 million Friday. And it's going to continue to go up, and that's the problem. I mean, it's Memorial Day weekend. People, the numbers on Saturday are going to be big. Like, I think we're going to look Saturday being another $40 million, and then Sunday being another $28 million, which when you start adding it up, I'll be like, oh, man. And then Monday being another 30. Like, you're going to start looking at the numbers, and then we're going to be like, wow, it hit $100 million. How did this happen? So y'all not going to agree with the bet?
Which bet? Which bet?
I didn't see what talking about.
Yeah, me neither. Which bet? I'm not sure what you're talking about.
So $2 million lower than the Solo, but the movie cost them less. It came out the right weekend, I think. Mando Grogu #1, Obsession #2, Michael #3, Devil Wears Prada #4, Sheep Detectives #5. Sheep Detectives is actually really good, guys. You guys gotta go check it out.
I ain't watching that crap.
Top 5 so far. Okay. Mando was awesome. The haters are stupid.
What? Derpy? Awesome.
I can't say it's awesome, man. I can't say awesome. I say okay.
Damn, I thought collector's taste was bad. Derpy, you're on another level on that one. I don't know.
I've only seen 6 movies in theaters this year. Here are my top movies so far. What you got? I can't wait for Supergirl next month. You and Fernando, man. Mando Grogu was a fine movie. It wasn't amazing. It wasn't terrible. It was fine.
No, it was terrible.
No, I agree with what he said. It was fine.
That was terrible. Terrible.
Avatar season 2 as well. Avatar season 2 is gonna be good. I think that's what. 7.5 out of 5 is what he's trying to say.
Hell no.
Project Hail Mary, Michael, Mortal Kombat 2.
Okay.
Star Wars isn't dead, but definitely on in hospice. Say your goodbyes while you still can.
Facts. T1000. You are 100% correct.
Those are my 3 movies so far. I will be buying physical media on 4K. Gotcha. Also, not going to money for batteries for the smoke detector for more trees. Michael is already a huge hit. It's close. It does not mean help from movies to fail to be successful, and it already is. I agree.
It's
Fernando, specifically you were saying, because I said this could be $1 billion movie, and I'm telling you, this going to be close to being $1 billion movie. And I said, like, specifically, it's going to be it's going to beat the Queen movie. It's going to beat that, and it's going to continue to go because they're going to keep it in theaters until it needs to. But it also could go straight to homes and make more money too. So I see it. So we had an agreement for a month in box office, so you can run the clip back for a month ago.
I have to go, and I don't remember what that one was. I just remember the $500 one. That's what I remember.
Alonzo is not going to have money left to smoke detector batteries for trees.
I will when I get my $500 from Anik Jones. I will.
It's recast, not recasted. Just so everyone knows. Zack Snyder keep messing up movies. They wanted to release a director's cut to fix it after the fact.
He does.
That wasn't his fault. The first Justice League was.
Justice League. Yeah. But then he had to do it with, Rebel Moon, and he had to give us this, and I got the director's cut. And no, we don't want to watch that crap.
Said Lawrence, Star Wars movies are not supposed to be just fine. It's supposed to be epic. No, you're right. But that's what it is. It's still just a fine movie. Zack Snyder keeps having problems with studios interfering with his film. That's why he does Snyder director's cuts.
Because his films aren't that good.
You're just going for the judge there. Okay. That says a lot about Snyder Mama Bear. Guys, leave Mama Bear alone. She's a bear. What don't y'all understand about bears? Y'all go, you know what? Right now you acting like the people that like to say, "Hey, I'm gonna feed the bear a peanut," and then get the whole arm ripped off and be surprised. The bear bears. And here are the movies I've seen in theaters: Send Help, Project Hail Mary, Michael, Super Mario Galaxy, Mortal Kombat, Star Wars, Mandalorian, Grogu. Okay. Y'all need to write down y'all bets.
With all the weed I smoke, Mama Bear, you are 100% correct. I do.
It says a lot that the director's cuts are better. It does say more, and it does help.
Not of Rebel Moon. Director cut was worse than the movie.
It didn't matter. I think Rebel Moon just started off from the wrong place. That's all that was. So I could go from Care Bear to Komodo real quick.
I want Kimono, Mama Bear. That's what I want. I want that smoke. I like the Care Bear. No, I like the Care Bear. Don't get me wrong. I like the Care Bear stuff, but I want the kimono. Come, let's do it. Let's do it, Mama Bear.
Oh, that you can go polar. Y'all
That's
don't
fine.
know. Polar bears
That's
are the
fine.
worst bears in the
That's
world.
fine. That's fine. Let's do it, my bear. Let's do it. Let's do
All
it.
right, there's gonna be
I'm
nothing
ready.
but be left with just a pair of headphones, a cold hat, and a pair of Jordans left. That's all that's gonna be left. That's it. I think Zack Snyder is great with visuals, not so much storytelling. I think him and James Gunn could make the best movie ever if they would ever balance each other out. I think it would have been good with Ben Affleck. I think Ben Affleck and Zack Snyder would have been fire.
Absolutely.
So these are the movies I'm looking forward to seeing in June: Masters of the Universe, Supergirl, and Scary Movie. It's all at the beginning. Okay. Look up The Toy Collector. Just look it up. That's what I'm saying. And I'm excited for one TV show in June, House of the Dragon season 3. Nothing else matters to me.
I should have skipped that crap. No one cares.
I think Supergirl will outperform Superman. I think He-Man will outperform Mando and Grogu as well.
Agreed.
I think you're hoping. I don't think it makes sense. I think Zack Snyder is great with visuals, but not much with his writing. He and Jason will bounce each other out. The best movies ever. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, he said that. Leave us weed smokers alone, Nzo. Keep smoking.
I'm a weed smoker. Yeah,
that's
he's
right.
saying.
Leave us
Okay,
weed
yeah.
smokers alone.
Yeah. Tell him,
Nzo,
Fernando.
we smoke.
Yeah. Tell him, Fernando. Tell him.
I'm not posting it here out of respect for Bryon.
F Bryon. F him. Like, what are we doing here? They're not doing this with Bryon. F Bryon. Hold on. Let me do this. All right. This is my week. All right.
Dude,
this is my
most everyone
week.
here is here because of me. We know. We know. Everyone's here because of me.
I told you guys I was gonna Phantoms on this guy sooner or later in one of our shows, and that's exactly what I'm doing here today.
What toys are you talking about, my bear? Go ahead and look it up. Look it up, and you'll understand what she's saying. All right, guys. I gotta get to one of my restaurants, so I gotta get out of here.
We are done. Yes,
we are out of here. We are done. I appreciate you. Thank you, Nzo. Everyone, we are out. Later.
See you guys on the next one. Peace.
Peace.